Yes, Dark Side Porter is back on the Cyber Highway with another brilliant edition of Voices SINOE. Yeah, you got to join us.
Yes, Dark Side Porter is back.
All right, great.
On the Cyber Highway.
I want to do my music now to get the show on the way there for you. Share the show, man. You got to share. You got to share the show. What's my entertainment? Entertainment day for a second. Let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to unify the nation. Let's go. Now let's have to come together this morning. Come on, denominator. Mama Liberia. CDC. Look at your brother. Look at your hospitals. Look at your children's school. Look at the future. Where will you be? You've been crying for too long. You've been bleeding for too long. CDC, cause here we gonna be, here we gonna be. CDC, cause here we gonna see. CDC, Georgie, I'm not been waiting for you. A little girl, hey Georgie, do something, baby, my water. Do it. I'm not been waiting for you. A little girl, hey Joel, do something, baby, my water. You should have sober now. Hey, we must work together now. Hey, Frastica the area. Hey, Frastica the children. Hey, grow your sin. Go to work. It's all you need. Work the job. Work at the Nigeria. Baby, protect my nation. Hey, so many years of frustration, so many years of poverty, so many years of embarrassment, so many years of heartbreak. Sister, all the way, sister, all the way, sister, all the way, Georgie, do something. Georgie, my mind is getting up. Georgie, CDC, out the window, out the window, jealousy, out the window, corruption, throw it in the ocean. Jaja, Jaja, CDC, Jaja, 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 CDC, Jaja, Jaja, Booyah, booyah, CDC, booyah, 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 CDC, booyah, booyah. So quick, CDC, so quick, so quick, so quick, so quick, CDC, so quick, so quick, CDC, booyah, booyah, Chamana, booyah, 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 where I want to love, booyah, booyah, CDC, booyah, booyah, make it real, booyah, booyah, CDC, booyah, booyah, CDC, booyah, booyah, Chamana, booyah, 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 where I want to love, booyah, booyah, CDC, booyah, booyah, make it real, booyah.
C'est quoi? USAA, c'est quoi? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of SINOE. In the diaspora with Dark Side, for the esoteric, we have a wonderful show for you today. And so I want you to share the link for me as you get on. Yeah, beautiful. I think I have to cut that AC up a little bit. It's noise from my angle here. Yeah, but just please share the show with your friends who have a wonderful show today. And we want to give you one more entertainment. And I will be right back. Let's advertise our graduates here for a second.
Come on! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, child. Oh, Lord, we pray. I woke up this morning. Heard them voices on the radio. Them my chanting, them my running.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I heard a voice on the radio. All right. What kind of voice is that? All right, your father voice is saying, or you would know. Yes, it's peace. Peace is what we need at this time. At any time. Peace is the best time. Yes, no commotion, no commotion. We've been fighting for too long, and it's time to put an end to the commotion and fighting and everything else. Okay, so we are listening to the young guy, the calling Diamond, Black Diamond. Okay, that's a new track here. You got to share. We don't want commotion. It's a commotion coming up in the United States Association, and we don't want it.
Hey, Mr. President, I know you love your people. Are you?
Yes, Mr. President, I know you love your people. I don't know what the president loves the people. I'm talking about pop president here. I mean the United States Association, the president. Does the president love the people? I don't know, and you can decide for yourself. I'm not here to run a verdict today, but I'm here to share with you what is in the factual realm of Voice of SINOE. That's all.
Step down and some more. In the interest of the people, do what you are bound to do. When the nation has risen, your name shall be wrote in the stone. Oh yeah, this is what we need. No.
Yes, when the nation shall have risen, Your name will be written in stone. If the United Disciples Association in Americas does something great back home, your name will be written in stone. Who is that person? I don't know yet, but listen to this.
He makes the minister, made us save the servants. They work hard every day. Don't let them go with empty hands.
Yeah, the civil servants, they work so hard. Don't let them to go home with empty hands, okay? The people of the United Disciples Association in Americas, they have been working. They work doubles and triple and quadruple and what have you. And they generated some money. Don't let the people back home to go without development. Don't pay the people of the United Disciples Association with commotion, with fighting, and dividing the organization. No.
Yes, you know that. Yeah. A hungry man is an angry man, let him feed them children too. Come on and say peace is falling now.
You disagree? I think I agree. Peace is what we need. Who is on the sound of my voice doesn't want peace right now or going forward? I think we all want peace, but the right thing must be said. Why it is true that we want peace, we cannot look at the truth and bury it.
Jaja, we pray. Touch my leaders, lead them the right way. He makes the citizens.
Yeah, you need to lead the people. You need to lead the people the right way. Are we being led the right way? The United Disciples Association in Americas. Are the people being led the right way or the wrong way? Well, as the show goes on today, you're going to decide for yourself whether we are being run the right way or the wrong way.
Respect the law, protect your nation. When others are scared, you must stand up and be proud. Wave your flag to the world, tell them how strong you are. No matter the situation, we shall overcome. Council nomination must be the king of the past. We've come a long way, can't afford to repeat the past again. Oh Lord.
Yes, we have come a long way. We can't afford to repeat the past. Are we willing to repeat the past 7 years? Conflict within the United Disciples Association in Americas? Can we afford to squander another 7 years? Are we willing to go back to the past? I don't think, at least for me, I don't want to. I don't know about others, but I don't think we have to digress. We have to make progress. We have to progress. All right?
Protect my nation, I say. Forward, backward no more. We want peace. Peace is falling now. No more fighting. We don't know fight. We want love. Love is falling now. Oh, no, commotion. We don't know solution. No solution. Peace is falling now. No more fighting. We don't know solution. Your love is falling. We need no commotion. We don't know solution. Father, say the word. Savior Jesus, touch my leader, lead them the right way. Oh, give up peace. Oh, Jaja, give a life now. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Jah, give a peace, give a peace. Those that believe in Jah, if you are out there in the cosmos, give a peace. From the local things, it looks like the union is going to surrender. But, you know, the wisdom of the elders will not be wasted. We want to make sure that things go the right way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora with Dr. Sayapode. I'm going to say the Western way, Sayapode and stuff like that. I'm going to say Sayapode. Jesus Valentine. Bifiamamble. Yeah, the people I'm beginning Leicester say they make us peace out. I am the encyclopedia of the Sapo land. I speak the language very well. I know all the nuances of the language. But again, we are coming to you live from Prospect Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. Wonderful day. If you're out there, we want to say enjoy your Saturday. I am about to be starting my Saturday today. Usually we come on late evening, but today there's a lot on the platform today. My little cousin graduating today, or she graduated today, so I have to go to the ceremony. And therefore, we have to get the show out of the way so that we can attend to all the functions. All right, welcome to all of you. So what do we have today on the platform? So first, you have on there for you what I call congratulations to PORLEAH KRAH and Meti ZARZAR for backing your university degrees. All right, so these young ladies, this is my cousin right here, Meti just graduated today from the university. She earned a bachelor degree in psychology. Great job. I'm happy for this. Guess what? Time flies. You know, Meti, when T was a little girl, was a baby. When we left Africa, we came together, she and I, to the United States. We used to run all over the place to, control her. But now Meti is now a college graduate, and so I'm very happy for her. We need more psychologists in Liberia, specifically SINOE County. We have some people that are right. When people are stealing their country money, people are sexually exploiting little girls. There are people in the country that support these people. And so I think these people need psychological evaluation. And so we need psychologists in the country, like Meti ZARZAR, to analyze the psychological state of those people. How can somebody steal your money and you say, secure to the person you call the man, the best, and all of that? And yeah, so we want to say congratulations to Meti ZARZAR. We'll be there today, Voice of SINOE. Maybe we'll go live from there. So that we can talk to Meti. Meti, boy, say congratulations for this huge accomplishment. We also want to do a special shout out to the co-host of Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora, PORLEAH KRAH. PORLEAH KRAH also graduated with a master's degree in nursing. You see, sometimes ago somebody asked me and say, where is your co-host? And I say she was sent, she's on administrative sabbatical. So that's the completion of the sabbatical right now. Sooner rather than later, she will be back on the platform. And your humble server, Dr. Sayapode, too, will be out for a while. I'll be going on the sabbatical. And so we sent PORLEAH to make sure that she complete her portfolio. And so she has returned with a master's degree in nursing. So we want to say congratulations to the co-host of Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora. We are quite proud of you. All right. We are proud of our daughters. They are not just sitting around here and trying to make commotion, trying to make flour. No, they are doing the right thing. And we are also encouraging the boys to to mimic the beautiful steps of the girls or ladies, if you want. All right, so that's a little congratulations. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Thanks for the correction, but the program was pre-planned. It was planned the other day, and I didn't have the show. So sometimes when I put it in, it's locked in already, so I can't edit it. But I'll go on Facebook later to make that correction. But thank you so much. All right, so what do we have for you today? So we got the congratulations out of the way. And let me go to other things that we want to get the preliminary out of the way first. All right, so let's go here first and say what's in the factual realm of Voice of SINOE. We have a lot of juicy stuff today in the Voice of SINOE factual realm, and so you don't want to be watching the show alone. You got to watch the show with your friends. What that means is you have to share. Yeah, it is not generous to enjoy good stuff by yourself. You got to share with other people. All right. So that's something I just wanted to recommend that you do. All right. So what is in the factual room? You are eager to know. I will give it to you for sure, and that's why I'm here. But let's get the basic out of the way first. Okay, let's see what is the basic stuff that we have on the platform today. All right, so the first thing we want to let you know, we call it a word of gratitude to Queen Diana Carlo Williams and First Lady Rebecca CARLO for your huge contributions. All right, so we made a post the other day. I know the ladies are the lubricant that lubricates the wheels of the United Sapota Association. If you like, they are also the engine that propels the organization. And also to get the Florida 2020 or 2021 August convention going, the ladies, let's start with the queen first, the national queen. This phone is busy here. On live right now. I cannot pick up that call. So the queen, the national queen of the United Sapota Association, her name is Queen Diana Carlo Williams. You know, this woman, she has a history of making of doing great things in the union. When she came on the stage, first she was like Dr. put there, she was the backstage and watching things. And so later on, she had an epiphany. And she said, how can I help my people? And she thought to herself that the best way to do it is not to sit on the sideline, but to get involved. And so Queen Diana Carlo Williams, she got actively involved in the organization. And the first thing she thought to do is to participate in the local chapter Queen content. She is a member of the Red River Valley, which you also call North Dakota. And so she participated. She won in that contest. Another beautiful lady, that's Tuba, Tuba, Ophelia, and Diana, the one they raised, and of course, Diana relegated her. She came up with $5,500. So from that context, she said, you know what, this is not enough. I need to put more money in the covers of the United Sapota Association. And therefore, she vowed for the national queenship, if you like. She wanted to be the queen for the national administration. Therefore, she sent in her application. And in our 2018 convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, she went in the ring with the normal queen of the Delaware Valley chapter, Uraa. And again, the queen came on top. Diana Carlo Williams, she came fresh. She relegated, I can say she financially demolished the queen of my chapter, which was unfortunate. you know, with 12,000 plus. You know, so she has a history of the organization. So recently, she made a pledge while Voice of SINOE were live. She made a pledge. She said, I have to facilitate the 2021 convention. Hence, she donated 20 bags of rice. And so we want to say thanks to the Queen for the wonderful job she continues to do in the interest of our people. Also, we want to take the time now to also extend a word of gratitude to the Queen of the Red River Valley chapter. If you're not Queen, but the First Lady, actually. The First Lady of the Red River Valley chapter. What is the beautiful image here? This is the First Lady of the Red River Valley chapter. Rebecca CARLO. Rebecca CARLO is the First Lady of the North Dakota chapter. And during the 2019 convention, she made a pledge to the General Assembly. And so recently I received a telephone call from her husband, the president of that chapter, that my wife now she gave me the $500 is now in my possession for the 2021 convention of Florida team tax collectors or contribution collectors to come and call us or call me to receive the $500. So we want to also say congratulations, gigantic thanks to Madam CARLO for this beautiful job. You know, what I noticed when I went to North Dakota, I mean, I tend to observe people. You see, the young lady is not loquacious. She's not somebody who talks a lot, but she's very hardworking. I mean, I was washing her clothes. They went to her house. I mean, she was cooking, and they were going in the hall and making and preparing the place and doing practically everything they're supposed to do for the convention to go well. Sorry, the guys are trying to mess with my voice there, but they can't. You know, I'm a Messiah put it. You know, so she did a great job, and the convention went well. So we want to say congratulations and thanks to the young lady, the First Lady from North Dakota, for the $500 contribution or pledge fulfillment. All right, now let's get to something else. That's the preliminary that I want to get out of the way here. Another thing here that I want to get out of the way. We did the congratulations. We got a breaking news here. We're not going to put it out right now. So let's bring this out here. And we said 2021 convention fabrics are available for purchase. All right. So currently, if you are thinking about going to Florida, like the way I am, as a matter of fact, I'm not thinking about it. I have resolved. I have decided to go to Florida. So my mom can call me right now and say, Dr. Yepode, don't go. I will say, Ma, I'm begging you. Please, let me go there so I can talk to my people. Yeah, so I will talk to her. So my mom can tell me not to go right now because she is in support of my involvement in the community. First, I was on the sidelines. She would know you got to get involved. You know, so I'm on board now. I'm getting ready. As a matter of fact, I've purchased my ticket. My whole family will be there. Yeah, so that we will watch what the people do in the union. All right. And so the ladies, the fabric, as a matter of fact, let me show you the fabrics out. Let me show you an image of one of them. All right, that's a beautiful, elegant, qualitative lapa for the convention in Florida. All right, that's the picture of the very. I mean, you can't beat the reason I didn't put a price. The people that are controlling it, they say you should call. You know, they will give you the price of that. It's small money. It will not affect your convention budget at all. Very reasonable, and you will enjoy it. The quality is very good. It's durable. You know, so call the ladies. But now let me tell you something. You see, to tell you that this convention is unanimous. You know, the people in the union, the members in the union, it's not like the sectarian group we have right now that selling lapas, right? We are talking about the legitimate, the constitutional body. You know, so that's why when you look at the membership, it is eclectic, meaning that from every chapter in the union or non-chapter in the union, the people that are studying the LAPA, they are, all the chapters in the union are represented. So that tells you that Florida Convention will be one of the best in the history of the United Sapota Association, because the people, the women are bringing different ideas, new thing on board, because they say we can't be doing the same thing over and over. So I'm not here right now to disclose that secret. But what I want to show you is to see the team of people that are, I mean, no, man. When I look at the ladies, the way they are in, you know, they say being every successful man as a woman, right? But right now we have women beyond the union right now. So they are doing anything, everything legal, not illegal stuff, right? To make the convention successful. All right, so I was told the head of the Habiliment and the Uniformity Committee is the former National First Lady of the United Sapota Association, and that's Madam Yumal. So I just want to show you some of these people that are in charge. All right, she's from Florida. She's somebody you can contact if you want to get the fabric. All right, let me put something out here quickly while I'm showing some of the images of the people that you're supposed to contact for the LAPAs. Okay, so I want to put a number here quickly. Where's my number? Bam. All right, so the number over there to call is that's Madam Yuma over there, the former First Lady, that Obaku's wife, the man that led the organization for 2 terms, and without somebody cracking the teeth at each other, I mean, everything went smoothly. That's the woman that was beyond Obaku again, beyond every successful man, there is a woman. I don't know why beyond every successful woman there is a man too. Well, that is up for debate, you know. But she brought the LAPAs the other day to Delaware Valley chapter, and so this is the number on the screen there. Call that number, and if you are in any state that you are in, that number, the people will route you to your respective state. Okay, whatever state you are in. All right, so call that number. And you will, but let me show you the ladies that are in charge of the team. So Delaware Valley chapter here, you see, that's my own queen there, not queen, chair lady. She also in charge of the technological department. She also in charge of the transportation department. She also a protocol person for the president of the Delaware. So she serves in multiple capacities. You know, so that Margie, Smith. If you want the LAPA, make sure and call that number again, and you will get to the appropriate person, whatever your state is, they will direct you. So that Magic, Smith over there for Delaware Valley chapter. And also in Delaware Valley, I think I should do it state by state. So like I just show you, from Florida, that's the first lady, former first lady for our union, Madam Yuma. And also in Florida, we have the queen for Florida. She also on that team. So that's Wedded George is also on the team of the Fabre people in the LAPAs. You can call, the ladies are beautiful, man. So that's somebody to call that. That's 2 persons from Florida, I was told. So I just show you Magic, Smith. She is in the Delaware Valley chapter. That's somebody to contact. Also in the Delaware area, you can also call this our queen also. Queen Aurora is also from Delaware Valley. That is somebody you can call. And that's a beautiful image there. Call Aurora as well, the queen, and you will get one of the best services ever. The ladies, they know customer service. Okay. North Dakota, we have the second lady, Patience Roberts is also on a committee. You can go to North Dakota, you call her, the number over there, they will get you to her. She's on the team as well. This is, I was told, Christiana Wa is the chair lady for the Red River Valley. She also from North Dakota. That's somebody to contact if you want the fabric. You know, so the ladies are all from all over the place. Let me get you somebody else that you can contact. This is Madam. That's her name is, I think, Cecilia, right? Cecilia Bojo. Hopefully, I got that name right. She's from North Carolina. That's somebody you can contact as well if you want the fabric. Okay, North Carolina, right there. From, let's see who else I have here to showcase. From Minnesota, we have Marie Pine from Minnesota. She also on the committee. If you want your lapa, just call. That's Marie Pine right there. Also from Minnesota, we have Decanty. Decanty Dato is from Minnesota. She also on a committee. That's somebody you can contact if you want your fabric. From Delaware, we have Madam Cecilia Tojala. Hopefully, I got that name right. So Madam Cecilia is in Delaware. That's somebody you can contact as well to get your fabric. So you can see the team is universal. It's from all over. So if you want to also representing the state of New York, that's Madam Sophia Kama. She also on a committee. So you can see the team is comprehensive from all over the place. The ladies are representing. Yeah, you can also contact the queen from North Dakota. She also on that committee. All right, so those are people you can contact. I just wanted to share some of the names. If you want the LAPA for the convention, somebody or people that you should contact. All right, so that's it. We want to say thanks to the lady for volunteering to make this convention a success. All right, let me get to something else that we want to talk about today. Let me go to something else so that was the convention fabric, and we did the congratulations already. I did the gratitude. And so what I'm going to do here is let's look at this, what I call the handshake of nemesis. The handshake of nemesis. Is this a sign of reconciliation or another facade? All right, so here's the image that I want to talk about shortly before we go to some juicy stuff here today that you don't want to miss. Let's see quickly. Let me get to the image. It is somewhere around here. And boom, this is the image right here. All right, recently the president of Liberia, Dr. George Weah, was in SINOE County. And we have been seeing this image. The president himself spoke of this particular handshake between Senator Milton Tiajet and Honorable ZARZAR'S. And so people have been saying, oh, reconciliation. And the president himself said, oh, this is my first time, and now peace has returned to SINOE County. And so I want to analyze. I want to analyze this picture for a little bit. I got the breaking news here. You don't want to miss. I got the breaking news for you. You don't want to leave the show. Share. I just want to, give you a little bit here. So the handshake. The president of Liberia said, "Oh, this is the first time to see Senator Milton Tiajet and Honorable ZARZAR'S shaking hands and stuff like that. So this is a sign." So for me, I don't know. So first, let's break down some jargons here. I said the handshake of nemesis. So the word nemesis is a plural. Nemesis is a plural for nemesis. All right, it sounds the same anyway. So, but nemesis, if somebody is your nemesis, it's basically your rival, or better yet, your opponent that you cannot conquer. And so these two guys, politically, I don't know, politically or non-politically, they have huge differences. So, but from my perspective, being an objective analyst, objective political commentator, and a non-commentator, the chief patriot of SINOE County, the lone voice in the wilderness, telling the people when you are wrong, I say, oh, you are wrong. If you are right, I tell you. And so when you look at the two guys, Senator Milton Tiaje and Honorable Zarzar, as far as I know, Honorable Zarzar is not doing anything bad. All right? Honorable Zarzar is doing, I mean, from my perspective, from my non-biased perspective, I am an independent candidate, a person that support people based on the facts. So Honorable Zarzar is on the red side. And why do I say that? And some of the things that brought the rift. You know, Honorable Zarzar was elected by the people to be their voice, to be their eyes, to be their ears. And you can go on and name. So when a leader of the county, Senator Tiaje, but then he was a representative, not representative, but a superintendent, he was stealing the people money. And Honorable Zarzar said, no, I can't be quiet. And so he exposed the man. And Senator Tiaje fought the people of the Wakaba and the Sinkan statutory districts. All right? The people that he represents as a senator, Senator Milton Tiaje, the people, there is unemployment problem in Liberia. So the Sinkan and the Wakaba statutory district, the people had the opportunity to get a job. But Senator Tiaje, when the names of those people were forwarded, the men blocked those people. And Mr. Zarzar, as a representative of the people of electoral district number 3, he has a fiduciary responsibility to seek the interest, because one of his job's responsibilities is to advocate for the people. And so through his advocacy, the people that Senator Tiaje refused for the people to get jobs, the people eventually got a job and stuff like that, you know. And so that's how the rift, I'm not going to give you the whole history, but the recent time they had a handshake in SINOE when the president went there, and I think this is a facade. Senator Tiaje is not genuine. This is just something that he's doing for the sake of it. All right? It will make no difference. He will still be isolated. He is still isolated. He hasn't declared his intention to get back in the caucus. You have to understand that man fire himself on the caucus so he can be by himself. So this is a facade. You know, a facade is a front. You know, you're not serious about something. You just do it for the sake of it. So don't trust that handshake. You know, if you look at it on Zarzar, close the eyes. You know why he did that? Because shaking some of the Tiaje's hand is nasty. It's nasty. You know why it's nasty? He was declared guilty for corruption. So when you test somebody who is corrupt, it's not pleasant. And so that Mr. Zarzar closed the eyes on our video. He's like, let me just do it and get out of here. You know, but that's just a little bit. We'll analyze that handshake another time better. But let's get to something else that I want to talk about here today on the Voice of SINOE. All right, let's go to this one is a breaking news, and so we go in the breaking news section here to bring out the breaking news to you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Voice of SINOE in the diaspora with PORLEAH, the esoteric. Well, the breaking news that we are getting, I think you got that breaking news already, but Geleo'S quest to destroy the USA. So, but what he's doing is he changed convention venue and set up convention committee in violation of the Constitution. All right? Geleo'S quest to destroy the USA. The man changed convention venue and set up a convention committee in violation of the Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand here, Green Coach Dio, from every and any indication, everywhere, everything that we are looking at, it is clear that Dio does not care. He does not respect anybody in the union. Whether it is the Constitution of the United States Association, which he took oath to defend and protect, whether it is the elders, he does not respect them. Whether that the board of directors, he doesn't have respect. Whether that the General Assembly, no respect whatsoever. You see, the Constitution of the United States Association, like any other country or organization on a constitution, it has divisional level, or if you like, checks and balances. And so they will have 3 groups or 3 ballots. And each of the ballot has its own job descriptions. And so the board of directors, or the General Assembly, has certain functions. The board of directors, they have certain functions. And the executive has its own functions. But right now, Green Geo quest to destroy the United States Association has propelled him to usurp the responsibility of the board of directors, the responsibility of the General Assembly. And he is going as far as disrespecting the elders. The last meeting, we brought the audio to you here. When the board of directors and the former president and his team, they met with the elders. The chief elder, Mr. John Black. Mr. Black told the president, because the president told the elders that he is about to do something. And the elder said, please hold on. The man stood, he was on a line and said, I'm not going to do it. I'm going ahead with whatever I want to do. And so Gwen went ahead and published the convention venue, something that is not in his scope as a president. It is not in the scope of the president to decide where convention goes. Green has grown into a monster. The guys in Minnesota, they have pushed the guy to the point where he has absolutely no respect for anybody in the union. It is unfortunate. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, when we call on you, when somebody wants to be your leader and people are saying things about that person, you got to listen. The people did not listen before. And that's why Green Code GDO is now on us, an organization that was divided for 7 years. The guy does not care. He say, you know what, I will do anything and everything to divide the organization. Okay, so right now the people are fighting in the union. The people are fighting. The new audio we have today, it is worse. Green and his guys, they have decided to divide the Sapo people. It is clear, the guys, whatever logical or sensible thing you put before them right now, they do it. They will not listen. The recommendations of the elders today, I will not go there right now. We are listening to what President Geo supporters today, what he did, he sent his supporters in front. He said, you'll go and disrespect the elders. You'll say anything. And so Green went ahead and published this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me share that with you. Let me share this with you. Green published, hopefully it's the right one. Yeah, convention venue. Let me look at it. Let me look at it from my device here. Let me look at it from my side. So Green published, and let me put Green here. That's a Green Coach Leo, the man who does not care. He doesn't respect anybody besides a few guys around him. And so Green published, I think I'm going to put that team back. for now. I'll bring Green back. Whether Green likes it or not, we want to say the truth to the people. He is wrong. You cannot usurp. You cannot terrorize us like that. So Green here published on the date here. He wrote this. I think our message to understand is going through gradually. Before then, Green would just publish anything on Facebook. And so we criticize him and say, you know what? This is a professional organization. So if you're publishing stuff, they put our letterhead. So now Green putting letterhead. That's a little bit of progress in that direction. And so our message is going through. You can't just put anything sloppy, even though this is not constitutional. But I'm just saying something. That's an observation I'm making here. Because the guy, you should just write anything and put it out. Excuse me, guys. Let me fix something here. My seat is kind of moving around. Give me a second. All right, so President Geo wrote this and published it. He said all members of the United Sapota Association in Americas are invited to the USA 2021 National Convention. Date Thursday, August the 19th, 2021 to Saturday, August 22nd, 2021. Venue, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. Who is Green now? Is he a king? Is he the supreme ruler of the Sapo people? To tell us where our convention should go? The Constitution that Green asked SHEKPEH'S, Andrew Usaa, Robert Tuba to write. Green right now, all the guys that I just named, they have no respect for the document they gave us. The guys right now, they are operating in the state of nature. They are doing anything, whether it goes against the law or not, they do not care. The guys moving forward, anything that comes from SHEKPEH'S, anything that comes from Robert Tuba, anything that comes from Mr. Andrew Usaa, anything that comes from Green Gileo, I will never believe that. I will never trust it. Because the guys, they have put words on paper, legibly, that we can read. Right now, Green is doing totally different thing. And the very guys that wrote the document, they are not saying, no, Mr. President, you can do that. It is wrong. It is not constitutional. So right now, Green has new document that he's operating on. Because it's not the United Sapota Association Constitution. For Green alone to change election venue, to tell us where convention goes and which chapter, because the Constitution says it's the General Assembly that does that. It's not Green Gileo. So right now, Green Gileo is the General Assembly of the United Sapota Association in Americas. How sad. How unfortunate. How is it that we are in the land of the free, the home of the brave? The land where people were suppressed. And the likes of Dr. King, the movement started by Rosa Parks and others. They fought to liberate us, to give us the freedom that we have today. And then Green Gileo is now going back to become the suppressor of the people. He wants to be a tyrant. I guarantee you, had Green Gileo been president of a legitimate country, of a country in the world, the guy would be the greatest tyrant in the 21st century. Imagine this guy leading almost 5,000 people. And the people decided in 2019 in Florida, in North Dakota. They said next convention should go to Florida. The people voted. Green now is telling us where convention should go. And then the guys that wrote that very document, SHEKPEH'S, Andrew Usaa, Robert Tuba, they are not saying, no, these are our words. You got to obey. You instructed us to write a document. And the guys are singing hallelujah to him. You see, you got to be very careful with certain people. Anybody who gives you the word, who put their words on paper, they can't obey it, watch out for that person. That's how tyrants they start. Totalitarianism. The guys are still keeping their old colonial philosophy to suppress people. Whatever they say should go. why Green should change election convention. Ladies and gentlemen, listening to Dr. I put the esoteric accord on you. If you are somebody who believes in the Constitution of the United States Association in Americas, if you're somebody who cares for the unity of the people, I urge you not to go to Minnesota, because doing so, you'll be going against your own words, because you went to North Dakota in 2019 and you said you are going to Florida. So anything to the contrary, you'll be going against your own words. Your words are your burden to the people, to yourself as well. Don't go to Green Code Geo Convention. In fact, Green has committed financial infraction after financial infraction or violations. Right now, the convention that Green Code Geo established in Minnesota, which is not in keeping with our Constitution, which is not in keeping with the decision of the General Assembly, Green will go in your account and take your money to go and finance another convention in Minnesota. Green has already paid money into the people in Florida to rent a hall. They send per the Constitution, $4,000 should be sent to the host chapter. That money was already taken from our account. The guys have already secured the hall, if not halls. Green now is saying no, the convention should go Minnesota. What that means is Green does not care for your funding, your money that you earn, your hard-earned money. The guys say, I will spend it any kind of way. That $4,000, let the people take the money free of charge. After all, it's not coming from my pocket. The people will generate it and put it back. So let it take that $4,000 free. I'm setting up another convention in Minnesota. You see, this is the situation we have. And people are going around and say the board of directors are the problem. Oh, no, Green Code Geo is the problem in the union. I ain't going to say it. If you don't like it, say whatever you want to say. Green is the problem in the union. Your Constitution, you told Robert Tuba told us, Slabby Senate told us, Mr. Andrew Tia told us that you get 3 years to serve. That's what they put in the document. The very guys are telling us that no, Green Code Geo is still covered by the Constitution. Meanwhile, they cannot give us one character in the Constitution, one sentence to tell us that yes, this is what covers Green Geo. They will be citing the elders and say the elder broke our deal. The guys are not listening to the elders. So which document are they operating by? The elders settled a deal first. The board of directors and the executive work together, they guys refuse to listen to the board of directors. The elders settled another thing again to give them communication. The board replied. And so we agree, elders, what you say, because you are next to the ancestors in the Sapo land. And so we will listen to you. The guy listened. Green came by because he is the supreme leader of the Sapo people and say, I have made my determination. This is what I want, whether you're lucky or not. The elders, again, they convened another meeting last week. They said they gave the floor to both of them to explain. And after explaining, the guy said, okay, we'll come out with our decision today. That meeting, Green showed that he does not respect anybody. He was talking about rebel, he will call somebody head, and people will do this. He says all sorts of things. The guy is intoxicated with power. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Power does not corrupt. Green, the corrupt ones, are the ones that corrupt power. Obaku did not corrupt power. We never have all these things in the union. If you have a corrupt man in power, he's going to corrupt power. I mean, it's a simple logic here. A thief is a thief. He steals. An ethical man does ethical things. So if you have a corrupt man in power, what do you expect? The man will corrupt power. And so Green, he's not listening to the General Assembly. Green is not listening to the board of directors. Green is not listening to the elders. Green is not listening to the Constitution. Power does not corrupt man. Man corrupt power. Green is the man, so he has corrupted power. Yes. That's what we have. We have a tyrant. Green went as far as setting up, changing the venue. Imagine that. And the guy said, Minneapolis, Minnesota, itinerary, and put all the nyama thing here. You serious? Who was fooling this guy? Who is fooling Green Geo? And you put your Caesar Tubber, you listen to people that Caesar Tubber. Caesar Tubber, the man thoughts are not even coherent. The man says all type of things. And I listen to the man, the words are all over the place. And you join Caesar Tubber to put the nyama thing out here, and you won't also listen to you. The people again are calling on you if you love the people by whom are suffering. The people for whom we established the organization that Green now turns it back on and want to be a supreme leader. And he's not listening. He went to Liberia almost 2 times now. Green did not carry wheelbarrow to the people. Nothing. The first time when you were going to Liberia, he requested $12,000. 12,000 United States dollar. Green wanted to go to Liberia. The guy said no. Why you need $12,000 when the people are suffering back home? Obaku one day will gain 3,000. Why you want $12,000? So giving the prior president will give you $3,000. When they gave the board approved $3,000 as though they insulted Green whole generation. The guys was insulting the board of director while they gave Green $3,000. The people in the union, they generated additional money. They gave it to Green. Green did not give her that amount. The total amount up to now. I reported, I was the publicity chairman at the time. I reported catch $800 and pledges were still pending. In addition to the membership of the union contribution, Robert Tuba went into Minnesota. You see, it's a history here. You see, if the guys, when tyranny will start, it will start creeping small. The corruption started from Minnesota. Robert Tuba went in Minnesota account against the Constitution and took $3,000 and gave it to Green Gorge Dio. And Green did not say, no, this is against the Constitution. I can't take this money. It's wrong. The likes, like honorable people, young people that believe in equity, James Yonte blew a line, said, no, this is not right. And so James communicated to the board of directors that did an investigation on the whole thing. Robert Tuba again, the same, and the corrupt people, you have to understand, it's a cabal in Minnesota. Bunch of corrupt people. The cabal, Robert Tuba, when the people were going to Liberia, the Green Flat trip, the members gave Robert Tuba $500 so that he can buy copybooks for our children in SINOE County. The guy went there, ate the money, came by and said, car tire burst. And so he bought a new car tire. So this guy, the corruption continues in the organization. And Green now is saying, you know what, whatever Robert Tuba are doing is right. I will supplement that and do mine too. And so they continue with the corruption in the union. And it's not just financial corruption. The man is now corrupting the Constitution as well. That's the situation you find yourself right now. So nobody will tell me that Green, ESOTERIC is the problem. No. You have no argument whatsoever to go against ESO here. I'm not a board member. I'm not a supporter of the board. If the guys were wrong, I will tell you. This again, I said it before when they tried to broker or deal outside the Constitution. I came here, I said, no. You have to follow the document that Robert Tuba gave us. You have to follow the document that not ESOTERIC, but SHEKPEH'S gave us. You got to follow the document that Mr. Usaa gave us. They didn't listen to me. Now the elders, they want to go through now. Green saying, no, I'm not listening to the elders. I don't care for those people. They are biased. They get sad already. Why you think everybody hate you? You see, when you are wrong, you think everybody around you, they hate you. You're wrong. And so you see everybody else to be against you. So Green now is deciding. So moving forward, Green will be deciding where convention goes. The same man, Green could say, you know what? To tell the people that are serious, I'm the tyrant of the Sabo people. This is what I will do further. So Green went further and said, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't changed the location of the convention. This is what I want to do. So Green, hopefully that's the wrong one. Let me put the right one here. Green said, okay, I will set up a committee as well, which is also against the Constitution. The Constitution is clear. It says that all standing and ad hoc committees should be forwarded to the board of directors for their approval. Green Coach Dio now saying, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care. I am the the board. I'm the National Assembly. I'm the executive. I'm the elders. I do everything by myself. So Green Coach View wrote here, the 2020 or 2021 National Convention Committee. You put here number 1, Elena Tuba, chairperson. Elizabeth Wally, co-chairperson. Sophia Kape, secretary. Leah Moyen, member. Rebecca Nyawle, member. Margaret Swa, member. Robert Tuba, member. Darius Moyen, member. George Sion, ex officio. All right, so these are the people. Green says that he is the president of the United Sapota Association in the Americas. But Green committing all the people from Minnesota. So you see, I mean, I think this is a Green Code View Association in Americas. It's the United Sapota. The organization has 6 chapters in other territories in the union. And you set out a committee that is just family members. This is a family committee, Green said here. Hey, he wants us to take him seriously. You put Robert Tuba on a committee, the man who is corrupt, who took our children money, and you put a man on the committee. You put, I mean, these are all Minnesotans. So this is Minnesota Association in Americas, and the United States Association. Where is North Dakota representation? Where is Florida representation? Where is Delaware chapter representation? Where is North Carolina representation? Where is Iowa representation? Oh, you know why Green said all these members here are from Minnesota? Because all chapters in the union are not supporting Green's action. The preponderance of the people are against his decision, what he's doing. And so he reached out to the Red River Valley chapter, and the people said, no, sir, you are not working in keeping with the Constitution. He reached out to the people of Iowa. The people said, no, sir, we can't follow you. They called Delaware Valley chapter. The Cleopatra said, hell no. He called North Carolina. The senior man said, sir, if you do, I'm your brother-in-law, I'm not going to follow you this time around. He went to Florida. Samson Brown said, no, sir, this is unethical. And so Green had no option but to select family members to be on electoral commission for the United Sapota Association. This is a joke right here. Who's going to follow this? Who? This is somebody just told me that's right. Brooklyn Park Association. I like that. That's Brooklyn Park Association here. No, man, Brooklyn Park is big. Green Court Drill Association. No, yeah. Because Minnesota, I just show you the national team. The fabric just now, right? The ladies, they got 2 representatives from Minnesota. All the other states are represented. But the committee here, Green, is how is it that you don't respect the Constitution? But you're saying you still United Sapota Association, but you're not following no provision in the Constitution. You're not following the general, nothing. But you say United Sapota Association. Just take that United Sapota Association and put the Green Court Geleo'S Association in Brooklyn Park. Something like that. And it will make sense to us. But so far, so good. This is not a United Sapota Association. This committee is a bogus committee. Don't listen to it. Joy saying she's the national chairperson. She doesn't want me to talk about it. But I will do so. If she is not doing the right thing, nobody, I don't have a sacred cow here. Nobody will be pushed aside. If you get things keen, don't get in the area where dark side you put, they will come after you. I will come after you. Even my man gets in the picture, I will come after her. Because if you're not proceeding correctly, oh no, I'm not going to say because I'm related to you or you're the national chair lady, or you supporting my uncle, so I'll be quiet. Oh no. You are wrong, you are wrong. The chair lady, I mean, I will play the video and hear what she's saying. I know after the video today, she will call me again, call my whole generation. She will call everybody. Because I will deal with her. You cannot be or claim to be the national chair lady and you are following the factional leader. You are following the sectarian leader. Green is a sectarian leader. He's not the union president. How is it that you set up a commission, and the committee, you get Robert Tuba there on it, everybody from your living room in Minnesota? So that's Green Code Geo campaign to destroy the United Sapota Association in Americas. We'll say it until the right thing is done. Nobody, with the exception of the zealots of Green Code Geo, those are the people who worship him. I'm glad that all the chapters in the union, they are not listening to him. And I want to call on this time all presidents of the various chapters of the union. You cannot be quiet in this. You cannot watch, because you are the pillars. You are the branch, the roots of the union. You need to come public and take a position. You need to take a position. You cannot be quiet, because when you're quiet, guess what? It seems to be you are supporting green wrong action. Where do you stand? The very presidents of the union. President Francis Meyer came out the other day and spoke. But I want all the president to come and have a position and speak. You can generate the phone and green. You work hard, time for convention. You can't sit in one place. You generated the money in the account. And this guy ready, you'll take the money anytime he wants. And you are quiet. When are you going to speak or two? So I call on you to speak against the incessant corruption of Green Code Geo, the holistic corruption of Green Code Geo, the comprehensive corruption of Green Code Geo, the ubiquitous corruption of Green Code. The guy is everywhere. The Constitution, the General Assembly, the elders, the guy is all over the place. And I listened to Slabby Snee on the teleconference saying, Holly, you know what? Having a college education does not make you bright. No. It doesn't make you bright. A common sense is different from Western education or education document. Where is the common sense of the guy who I revere greatly? I still respect him. We disagree, but he going the wrong way. The man is traveling, the train is coming at him, and you can see it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick commercial, and we'll bring in another breaking news here. So that's it. Green Code Geo is determined to destroy the United Sapota Association in Americas. The guy is resolved. Now, if you want to participate, however, the number is calling below. I'll put the other number there too. But let's listen to Black Diamond here. I like this song.
Come on! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Jah, oh, Lord, you pray. I woke up this morning. Heard them voices on the radio. In my chanting revolution. In my running, my hands step time. Say, we won't be. This is what we need now. No more fighting. Oh, without no solution. We will know love is all we need now. No commotion without no solution. Yeah, yeah. Sweet it on, oh, sweet it on, hey, hey, sweet it on, oh, Jah, he Mr. President, I know you love your people.
The president of the United Sapota Association doesn't love the people.
All you have to do, step on up and some more. In the interest of the people, do what you was bound to do. When the nation has risen, your name shall be written in the stone. Oh, yeah.
When the United Sapota Association shall have written, gotten up there, G Code Geo name will be written on the wrong side of history.
No more fighting. Yeah. We don't know.
We the people, we want love, but Green Code Geo wants confusion, commotion.
Commotion, we don't know solution. Say Jaja, he is the minister, greatest ever servants of faith. They work hard every day, don't let them go with empty hands.
The people of the United Southwest Association, they work every day, they work hard, they work for the money in their account. But now Green Code Geo is saying, you know what, I don't care for you. I want to use the money any way I want to use the money. I don't care. All right?
Yes, you know that. Yeah. A hungry man is an angry man. Let him feed them children too. Call them and say,
we want to feed the children too. Green Code Geo, the money cannot just go in Green Belly alone. The children need some help in Liberia. And that's one of the reasons why we established the organization. We can't take the money and put it in Green Pocket 24/7. The children need help. The elders need help. The students need help. The women need help. The entire county, the people of SINOE County, they need our help. We cannot put the money in the pocket of Green Code Geo. Green Code Geo cannot go in our account anytime he wants and take our money. Even the board of directors say, no, sir, we don't approve your budget.
no commotion, I Jaja, we pray. First, my leaders, lead them the right way. He is the citizen, respect the law, protect your nation. When others are escaped, you must stand up and be proud. Wave your flag to the world.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voices of SINOE in the Diaspora with the Esoteric. We're going to be sending the link out shortly to participants. The link will be out there shortly. We'll be sending out to people that are sending requests in my inbox. Rest assured, I was sending the link in a jiffy. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voices of SINOE in the Diaspora with Sayapode. All right, so this one before we bring it out is a breaking news, and so it's a major one today. It's a major one. It will take a little bit of our time. All right, so we want to bring this breaking news to you. Let me get to mine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora with the Esoteric. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the breaking news we got for you: recommendations of elders. Council rejected once again by Geleo'S and his sectarian zealots. Recommendations of elders council rejected once again by Geleo'S and his sectarian zealots. Now, I mean, I am passionate about this thing. I care for what is going on in the union, so I follow radically everything that goes on. I care for the people of SINOE County and those of us that are privileged to be in these United States. I just thought that we would do the right thing. But you know, when those of us who are the good people, we are thinking the right way, you got the detractors on the other side. They get their own agenda. And so you're going to see I have been detailing and cataloging the activities of the board of directors and the former executive. And the guys will every time point finger at the board of directors. And the voice of justice in the wilderness of SINOE County will say, no, you are the wrong one. I told you last week, I brought in here, you heard the voices of the two leaders, Mr. Usaa and the former president, Geleo'S. I gave you, you listen to the guys. The people agreed last meeting that the others, after listening to the two leaders, they said that today they want to convene another meeting. And so they kept their word. They organized another meeting today, this morning. The audio is in our possession again. And I will play the audio to you so that you can hear what is going on. The elders, sagacious, wise. I mean, you know, when somebody's been on confusion, you can give them the best recommendation, they will not listen. The guys, they have a mindset. You know, when something is set a certain position, that it will be very hard to take that person. The guys, so they literally going there, not talk to them. What he did was he sent the other guys in, no, Doc Sayo put what we call it. I don't want Sayo to put it to be playing me again. So he sent his mujahideen to attack the elders. Oh, yes, the guys did. The guys did. And so the Sapo Association, I bring you now, you say, okay. Green Code has been saying the elders or the board of directors are the problem. But then everything that we are looking at, the very pieces of evidence, everything is against him. But oh no, the boy is the problem. They sacked him. Oh no, their own constitution that you told Slavis need to right sack you. That's not the boy. They only reminded you of what the constitution said. The constitution that Robert Tuba wrote is sacked you. The board only reminded you what the constitution said. The constitution that Mr. Andrew Suar wrote is sacked you, Mr. President. The board only reminded you. Now, one thing I should bring here, the other time was the big talking point for Green Code Geleo'S. Oh, you know, in the coronavirus, because of the coronavirus, we're not going for convention. I don't want to put nobody in harm's way. But guess what? The Center for Disease Control, the medical professionals, they are saying right now, it's okay to go around without masks once you are vaccinated. And so we want to see the alibi of Green Code Geleo'S again. He has no alibi. And so at this point, maybe we can say, we can even declare that the virus is over. Because when people can say, oh, you can wear masks at this point, or you don't wear masks, if you're vaccinated, fully vaccinated, you can congregate in a hall. And once you are not, once you are vaccinated, I've been doing my vaccine already. So what excuse Green has again? The virus is over because the recommendation he took before, because the elder made the recommendation and said the board of executive should work together until the virus is over. So for the fact that the medical professional, they have told us that we shouldn't wear masks again, then we can conclude that the virus is over. It's like the flu. Because I mean the flu can come anytime. So should we say that because flu around, so Green Code Geleo'S should be in power? No. So it's the same thing now. Now, let's get to the audio here. And then I will take some people, but I want you to listen to the audio that we have from today's meeting. And I told you before, I used to be back, you know, and say, no, let me not bother these people. But, you know, they would do the thing behind the scene, the people would not know. And the other one would kind of point finger at the other man, and the other man would kind of point finger. So I said, okay, you know what? The best thing to do instead of accusation and conduct accusation or recriminations going on, my job now is to implore the information collectors of VOSD SINOE and send it to the factual or the speculation room so that we can share the information so the people themselves can hear what going on behind the scene so they can decide who is the problem. And so against the background, I'm on a new quest now. Everything will be brought here so you can listen. After the guys finish cussing each other back there, then I bring it to you so you can listen and decide who is the problem. Yes. After you listen to them, then you can decide whether you can go to Green Code Geo Convention in Minnesota or you want to go to the one that people agree in Florida. In North Dakota. All right, let's listen. Let me get to the audio here quickly. Let's get to our audio here. It's coming up.
Welcome statement. The thing that stressed in the statement was that large part of the event was heard from the president.
So right now is the chairman of the elders, okay? Reverend John Black. He's the one talking right now. So I'll be showing the elders, the guys are disrespecting. I will show the images to you as well. Yes, I will do all of that. So you can know the guys, the people the guys are disrespecting. Not just regular people around here. I don't have nothing to do. Well, let me get to my images here quickly. All right, so let's put Elder Black here.
From the old chair. So today is our response to all that we have heard. So at this time, we call on our Secretary General, Reverend Usaa, to please let our brothers and sisters know what the elders have for them today. Reverend Usaa. Okay. This is the word there. Yeah, that's what. Yes. Okay. I thought we are in the book always. You can make it remark, yeah. Yeah. You know, when you give your own then we leave it to the scroll now, yeah. Okay. I want to say thank you to everybody, everyone left their individual works or other things.
All right, so let bring the former superintendent of JUARZON District, SINOE County, Honorable Alfred Bodway. He's the one talking right now. Let's listen to this wise man.
Being the older person, I always like to speak example. I'm sorry for those who may not understand what I'm about to say. You can call me anytime if you heard something from me that you didn't understand, I will explain it to you. You are in right now. When you were thinking of what's up, you might see it.
All right, so that was former superintendent, Honorable Border, right there, talking to both sides of the equation. But there's something he said. He said that when you are in charge, if something goes wrong, guess what? The blame goes on you. So green jelena morning yere o. And then pass out yere ma you will be the major culprit if everything goes aside right now. And so the elders, those that understand Sapo, advanced Sapo you are speaking. And so when you want to understand some of the things he said, just call you or break it down to you. Yeah, well, it was impressive, you know. The man spoke in parables. You know, and hopefully the guys will understand, but they didn't understand. After the elders spoke, now the secretary of the elders council gave their position statement. Let's go to the secretary.
Speaking to us. So now that they have a position, right? Yeah. Is everybody doing it? Okay. I was that way.
So right now the position statement is about to be presented by the secretary of the elders, Reverend Usaa, about to read the recommendation of the elders from prior after listening to Geleo'S and the ESOTERIC, the board chairman. They say after the prior meeting, right? They say we have to, now you guys have given us in-depth explanation of your position. We're going to go and make our final decision. Okay. So now that the decision or their recommendation, not final decision, but their recommendation, what based on what they heard. Listen, the people that chose their words closely, carefully. The concerned Sapo elders. Okay? That's why he said concerned Sapo elders. Why are they concerned? Well, what's going on in the union?
Recommendation for resolving the issue between the board of directors and the executive United Sapo Association in the Americas. Saturday, May 15, 2021. The concerned elders in America, elder in America is not an investigative body to identify faults and
that is crucial. Listen to what the elder said. It is the disciple elders, they are not investigative body to identify faults. Who is at fault here? That's not a job. Okay, listen to the elder here.
Punishment on wrongdoers.
Okay, they are not an investigative body to impose punishment on wrongdoers. Okay, that's not why they are up here. They are coming to make peace. Listen.
At it, we are all simple people, members of USAH. We are not party to this conflict. Rather, a mediated body to ensure.
They are setting the basics. They are telling them, because people are being accusing them, oh, they are partisan, they're supporting. We are not party to whatever going on. We are mediating body. Okay, so they got to make that clarification, even though the guys will start to accuse them later after the elders their statement. Listen here, it getting serious. It will get very, very serious here.
So the peace and harmony prevail within USAA and its people. We want to appeal to individuals within both the board of directors and the executive to put aside all personal feelings.
That is, you see, you can't what they say. They're not saying we are telling you or we are instructing you or this is our final decision. They said we are appealing to you to put aside your personal feelings, because people bring their personal feelings to the whole thing. Pull your personal feelings aside. All right, listen.
And attack to resolve our differences for the good and survival of USAA. Therefore, we hereby put forth the following recommendations.
Okay, that is crucial. That word, it says recommendations. Okay, recommendations. They are not making a call. When you make recommendation, this is what you were thinking, and that's your proposal. Okay, that's what the guys are saying. The elders are saying our recommendations to you guys. All right. So people will start, oh, they are not fair. These are recommendations. Okay.
The first and foremost, we do not want to repeat of travel the open journey and experience of 2007.
All right. They tell you first, number one, we don't want to repeat history, basically. The 7 years conflict we have, we don't want it. That's number one.
When USAA was divided into two separate groups, thereby making the well-respected Taco people a laughing stock. Therefore, each party should end all individual operations, or should end all individual operations.
He said each party, they didn't say Gringo, Geo, or both. They say each, the two of them, they should end all individual operations. Okay, that's the elders' recommendation. Listen.
As of now,
they didn't say as of tomorrow. They say as of now. All right, they should stop all operation. Listen.
as pertaining to the running of the association planning convention 2021. So the elders are saying that all the individual operations have stopped now. Two, that the respective election commission appointed by each party being dissolved
Okay. Number 2, you heard that. That all elections commission or the bodies as settled by the board of directors and the former president, all bodies should be dissolved. Okay. Even though the board team is in keeping with the Constitution. Green is the one that operates outside the Constitution, but that elders' recommendation is not their verdict. It's not their final decision. They are making recommendations.
3. That the new election commission be formed to comprise of 5 members, with 2 members from the board of directors, 2 members from the executive, and 1 member from the consigned elders.
All right. That's number 3. That they should dissolve, the board should dissolve the electoral commission. The former president should dissolve his electoral commission, and then a new body should be established. And the composition of the new body, the 2 persons should come from the former president's side, 2 persons from the board side, and then 1 person from the elders council. All right.
To prepare guidelines and conduct general elections in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay. So they qualified that. Okay. They didn't say to conduct election in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. They say in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. So the team, 2 persons from the former president, 2 persons from the board of directors, 1 elder, they will craft guidelines for the election to be held in Florida. You know why the elder said that? It's because that's what the General Assembly agreed on. Green Coach Deal himself voted to go Florida. And so they say, no, we can't change because we are not above the General Assembly. Therefore, the convention will go to Florida. That's our recommendation in keeping with the Constitution. You have to understand, these are wise people. The elders are wise people in the Sapo land. They're not going to do anything to certify you because you are angry. They are going by what is right.
The election commission must be formed 1 or 2 weeks from today's date. That a joint meeting of both parties and the concerned Sapo elders be called within 3 weeks of this meeting to hear preliminary report from the newly appointed election commission. And
okay, so that's number 4. All right, so the team will go to work, do the work in 1 week, and then in 3 weeks they'll meet to hear a report from what has been written.
update our convention 2021 from the host chapter. Respectfully submitted. The Reverend John Piper.
So now, after the team shall have met and they put the guidelines together within 1 week, and then 3 weeks they have to meet and then convene, and then the host chapter will come and make a report and stuff like that to the body. You know. So now they're concluding their statement.
Chairperson, Honorable Pastor Estimate, Fourth Chairperson, Reverend Usaa, Secretary, Honorable Alfred B. Woodward, member, and Honorable Isaac B. Jadia, member. This 15th day of May 2021.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the elder, they read their statement. You just heard it. I don't know who is here listening. Again, this is not final decision. That's what the elders are thinking, their recommendations, okay? They gave their recommendations to the 2 sides of the equation to go about and see how we can move forward with peace in the union. Now, the zealous, You know, zealous are the people that support somebody blindly, you know. So the zealous of President Geo now, they come and go off. They come and get serious now. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, they come and get very, very serious. And the guys are about to speak. They know book. They understand conflict resolution. They come and go off. All right. So that's the elder position there for you.
Okay, resolution of the election commission. Yeah. Commission of the new election commission comprised of 5%, and in some meeting of both parties, 3 weeks from the day. Yes. So, thank you very much. I've eloquently presented our position, and our children, this is the position from us. Very sure you have a communication, you communicate that to them. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, yeah. Communicate it to them, and within a week, they will call us again and we'll go on with it. So our president, that's what we have for all of you today. You can again let us meet within a week according to that recommendation and go on with the work for our people. This is not our work. We are doing it for our people. So that is it. Our conclusion. Yes, Lord. That was what I do. It will be that Mr. Kelly, I allow to talk. Hey, lady, that's the position. You go steady and come back. Let's talk next time.
Okay, now your national chair lady about to go. Guys, please bear with me. I just want you to listen to this, and then I will send link to all of you that I've seen your communication. I'm not forgetting. I will send the link so you can have your info. If you don't want to come on, I can also put the number out again. It's already there. But I want you to hear what your national chair lady said. Okay, she about, no, I should say former national chair lady. All right. I know she doesn't want me to bring her here, but if she does the right thing, we'll bring her here positively. If she does the wrong thing, we'll bring her the way she presented herself. All right, so let's put the chair lady or song here.
Can
So, excuse me, guys. So you listening to your cheerleading. She said, I don't know, you listen to the elders. I don't know why you heard from them that is pro the bull. You almost say that's not how you make peace. You know, what is dead, you know, bring representative from your side, bring representative from the other side, let the elder bring your team. The woman is vexed. She's going to go around the union to put all the cheerleaders together so that they can bring the Sapo Association together. Meanwhile, she has taken her side. So who want to follow her? She there and posting with Green Coat Geleo'S, the man who carrying the union south. But she said, you know, I'll go across the union, something that we have told her over and over. Man, a cheerleader, the people respect you. We respect you. I came on the very platform before I told her, I said, man, a cheerleader, while you there in North Dakota, it helped to solve the problem. The guys were down in the basement when you came and you made an announcement. We are planning to do that as ladies. If you don't come outside in the next 30 minutes, the guys, they came out. So the people were listening to you. But the decision we made in North Dakota now, you brought it aside. And you are now supporting Green Coat Geleo'S Election Commission and his convention that he set up in Minnesota, which is not in keeping with you, the decision you yourself made in North Dakota. Whether you voted for Florida or not, once it is the decision of the General Assembly or the majority, you cannot do otherwise. So I expect Manager George Senior to have come on the to have even called DIASPORA and say, I want to talk to the Sapo people. This is what we agree on in North Dakota, and it has to be done. She crying, oh, Green, go to the Liberia, and the people sack Green. Green did not get sacked. The people did not sack Green. Green time is over per the Constitution, and he did not listen to the board of directors. He sent his budget to the board of directors for $7,200 some more dollars. And the board said, no, Mr. G. Geleo'S, we approve 10,000 COVID-19 package for our people in Liberia. You did not get the 10,000 to the people. You did not make a report. We approved $6,000 for one representative from the board to go to Liberia and one representative from the executive to go to Liberia. The $3,000 for the board member, you did not give the money. You did not give her any report. What are you doing with the money? And on top of all of that, you went and took $2,500 from the account without board consent. You didn't make a report of that money. And you are sending additional $7,200 for us to approve. We can't approve until you account for the money we gave you first, or the one you took illegally. And the guy took the money and went to Liberia, and he said, the people said they fired Green. Green went against practically everything. And he went to Liberia. The board did not send him to Liberia. He did it at his own volition. He went to the account and took our money and went to Liberia without the board approval. And you say, why the board did that? They should sit down for Green to empty their account first before you take action as a chair lady, or because you participated in raising the money, so the money is for Green Coat Geleo'S. No. Yes, you play your role. Yes, you did what you're supposed to do. Other people also play their part. So you can't allow Green to take the money and go into Liberia back and forth, and nothing is being done. You get Ness's quarter over there, it's empty, nothing inside. Green took $7,000 and I want bow. And you want us to be quiet here? Y'all listen to what she's saying. No, Madam Chairlady, you are not ready for peace. You are the one. Because if you're ready for peace, you will listen to what the elders said. They didn't marginalize Green. They said, Green, bring up 2 persons. Let the elders bring 1 person. Let the board bring 2 persons. Let's put together and put guidelines together and find a way forward. You say, no, the board, the elders, they are not fair. Because they didn't say, because the elder did not say, why they didn't say the convention should go to Minnesota. But they didn't agree. That's the only major reason why she's vexed, because the elder said the convention should go to Florida in keeping with the Constitution. Joyce wants the convention to go to Minnesota. Had the elder said, let the convention go to Minnesota, you would not hear us say anything. And so she wants the convention to go to Minnesota, and so she vexed the elder. They are unfair. When something happened, they got to. If the elder go right now, they put out verdict. The recommendations they are giving. They said they are not investigated body. They are not going to impose punishment. They are not coming to tell anybody who is wrong, who is not wrong. They are coming to find a way forward. That's why they were clear in their English. But Johnson, you say no. Why they did that? She will not follow that.
Okay, with that welcome statement.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
I think that I don't know you. I mean, we have a young. We have a professional. And also, they are very and harmony. Let the double people. Because they close of play. And it's why you have it according to that record. That people. I don't know. When you're checking in your phone, make flower. And it comes to you. You have to wait to pay everybody down. That's how you're doing this. When I able to pay this, you can wait over the way pay this to the year. That will be settled.
Yeah, Johnson said the woman will bring peace. Oh. I want a woman to bring peace. But Johnson is not one of them. Because nobody will listen to her. She and Green Coach deal, they're doing jolly. Green finish eating the poor money, and you're taking side with him. The man came from Liberia and took out $7,200, and you are having program for him today. And you're talking about the man, the elders are not fair. You are not fair. Madam Chair Lady, you are not fair. When somebody eats our money, let's hold that person to account. We can't be having party for the person. The money that you are generating to have party who have done something for the children in Liberia. They could have put some children on scholarship, but you want to sing for Green Coach Gileo today. That's what's important to you. So you are not for peace? No. You are for exacerbating the situation. And that's how you put that the voice of the people will speak the truth. When I didn't say, but we have to say the truth. Green is wrong at every point. At every point, Green Coach Gileo is wrong. But you guys, you want to support the guy around these. Oh no. So you put that is the medicine for all of you. Those that want to take side. When something is wrong, you don't want to say it. Green should not have taken our money to go to Liberia. Or to go break morale. That's what he told us. He didn't go there to do something. He said, I want to go break morale. And he came back. The building, they finished dancing. Nothing in the building. The $7,000 Green took who have furnished that whole building and put stuff in it. When people want to sleep right now, they go sleep on the floor. Or Green going to take another money from the account to send it so that they can furnish the place. So the money that Joyce Manasseh is using now to have in your bowl, Green bowl, that money should have been used to go and furnish that place. Or better yet, buy medication for the clinic over there. It's empty. That's what she should have done. But she's angry at the elders that are trying to bring some sort of resolution to the situation that they created in the first place. Man, George Senior is one of the problems in the union for taking, you are the chair lady for the union. And you took side. Hold on a second here. Let me connect. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Madison, how you doing?
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is James Jonta calling from 10,000 Lake, the real supplement.
Oh, real supplement. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. First of all, there's a breaking news from my end here.
Where's the breaking news?
The breaking news I just got coming in the newsroom. Green Geleo'S took the money from the account to his first goal was to buy the house. But one of the area here giving the advice, no, don't do that. Take something that you can be able to pay back later on. So he took us the money to
Maro's house. And these are the reason Green refusing to report and refusing to leak power because he don't have the time to be able to put the money back.
Well, hold on a second here. So he took the money to renovate which house, in Liberia or in America?
To do some renovation in your house here.
But do you have an idea of the amount that was purportedly withdrawn from the account?
I don't have that yet, but it will be coming. But that's the main thing. The reason he continuously trying to fight that we break it, because when we break it, the old money thing will just go on the road.
So, but James, do you mind to divulge the source of your information?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's confidential?
Yeah, it is confidential because I'm still waiting for some news to be coming.
Yeah, but I mean, James, I understand though, but you got to understand here, somebody's reputation is at stake here as well.
If it was not, as a matter of fact, to be honest with you, my intent here is, I'm telling all these other people now all over around the world, my goal is to publish on the newspapers in Liberia and have it on Hot FM. The names, and I'll be calling the name one by one, the people who they some people money. So
what are you suggesting? In other words, you're going to write an article and send it to Front Page Africa to publish the corruption?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. Then I will put it on Hot FM. Hot FM is one of the big platforms in Monrovia, the radio station. That's it. But the thing here is, listen, this is before I get to the point. The fact that the cheerleader, I always say that the first time when I have the same thing with it, or the same thing here, or the same thing I said to Green, you had the opportunity to come on and say, oh, you know what, these children is doing so and so. That's how we need to behave when something happens in the community. But because we don't have the leaders, we have followers. So for that reason, every time things happen, it go one way. And the organization been running for the past couple years. It's been run by this Fillon family, by the CARLOs and the cheerleaders, the CARLO, whatever. They think they don't want to own this organization. So every decision should pass through them. If it don't come through them, that means it don't make sense. And we'll continue to do this. And the way some people looking at it going through, he get the money. For me, I just say, you can see all those beautiful women, some of them from Minnesota, who even selling those, come up with brilliant idea for the Lambos and for conventions in Florida. So there's a lot of good people in Minnesota here. A lot of good people. A lot.
Right.
What the thing Green did is an insult to the queen from North Dakota, the queen from Philadelphia, and all the other leaders from everywhere. And for those women that supported Green, I don't understand how they insulted all the other people. Let's just say Green have issue with the board. The board does not generate all this money. It was not the board that generated the money. It was the people from different states. So if he has a problem with the board, why don't he deal with it? But this woman going against the Constitution and even the sample entity that everybody need to be together. But the people money that they collect, they not mind that the queen from North Dakota collected $5,000 the last time we in North Dakota. What if Philadelphia $13,000? I think $13,000 to $13,000. And every year in Minnesota, we have what they call a Valentine program. Couple is $100, and single you pay $50. Then the man buy drinks. No money. We don't even know where the money gone to. And every time, the reason this thing happening now is because this thing been happening and no consequence. Yep. So now Green been waiting to get to the point where the money get to a point that he will eat enough. Like I said, I did my math. If three of those men who had who on the account when they divide, they'll be $30,000 rich. If the 15 of them divided money, they'll be going $6,000 each. Some people need to do something. But my thing is, if Green don't want to give the money, let Green have that money. We are still living. We can come back and show some people that we are here to support them, and they will never suffer again on any region that will take control. That's all I got to say. Continue your code.
Yeah, but okay, Jim, before you go though, is it fair to the people to say that Green should take the money?
My brother, let me tell you. The It's not fair. It never been fair. It's not fair when Green took the money from on no account. It's not fair when Green refusing to leave power. It's not fair when Green look in the face of people and insult them. It's not fair. There's no fair life here. But the only thing that I know, because of the money, we will try to look for sympathy. When Green eat its money, it's still going to come down to the sympathy. So the best thing to do, to cut all this drama, let leave Green with his conscience. The money will not even go nowhere. Because as Green looking at the money, he had no good ideas. He don't know how the people generate this money. You don't know people who making $8 an hour to leave the $8 job, to go to this convention and pay their money. The people, some single mothers who got 3 or 4 children, they take the high-end money and put it into the organization. It's not because we cannot support our families in Liberia. We all have families in Liberia. We can do it individually. But because we said individually will not cover the whole community. So the only thing we can do, we can come together and be able to cover our community. That's the reason we came together. We don't need nobody to support you don't need nobody to support your family. No, you don't. But because we want to reach out to the community. Not everybody have people in America. So for those who doesn't have people in America, at least they can benefit from the people they call sample that the trap they came from. That's it.
All right, Jim. Thank you. Thanks for your input. All right. Yeah. All right, so that James Yonte is from Minnesota, from where Green Kojo is. He's a member of that chapter. He's one of the guys who blew alarm one time when the corruption of Robert Tuba was going on. He wrote a board of directors. They did an investigation. We published that the guys were culpable, But in the union, when people eat money, they go free, So James Yonte, because he wrote the book about the corruption that went on in his chapter. Casey Wale went and suspended the man for time indefinite for just speaking on the issue of corruption on VOSD SINOE. The guy, they suspended the man, even though Casey Wale does not have that constitutional mandate. The only body in the union that can suspend a member is the General Assembly. Now, Casey Wale, not even the national president, but the guy is doing everything wrong. Up to now, James Yonte has not been reinstated. Those the guys that are around Green, they don't. I don't know whether they don't read or when they read the story, they just don't care about what they read. It just disturbing. Okay, that complete the audio. Anybody, Mr. Alfred Yonte, I sent you the link already. If you want to come on, that's the only person that requested for the link. Those are following. Let me put the number out here again. If you are not seeing it, but it's already out there crawling. Let me put the number out there while we listen to. Let's just do this. While we complete this right here, let me complete this audio. He said the woman said, "Man, JUARZON said the others they are ESOTERIC supporters." And what did he say that equals that she equating to the guys supporting ESOTERIC? They just made recommendations. You either take it or you don't take it, but you don't go and make allegations. The ones that don't show peace in our throat. So why they should show in your throat? Confusion? Causing each other? And no, the people say maybe you don't. So I think I'd rather somebody show peace in my throat than your brain to show confusion in my throat. So the woman said, don't show. We like confusion. Don't show peace in our throat. No, but man, you are the one who is not ready for peace. The elders are ready for peace, and that's why they brokered the deal. They gave you several recommendations in the past. Green went against everything, and the people are still giving you recommendations. And you say, "Oh, the people they are unfair." The previous recommendations, why Green did not follow them? Is it because the elders are unfair? And Green cherry pick their recommendations the other time and say, oh, I want to stay on until the coronavirus is over. The other, because they give recommendation against what they are unfair. So I don't know where she's going with that.
Thank you. Okay, Chairman.
Okay, so the man that actually pulled in Green Code Geo by the nose, he about to talk now. It's the man that wrote the USAA Constitution, Slabby Senate, and refused to obey the document and telling Green Code Geo different thing. You know, when you're asking to interpret stuff and you say, and the Constitution, me, I believe in the spirit, not the letter. The letter I put on the paper is that important. I want the Holy Spirit of the letter. That's what I'm doing here. So everything else I wrote over there, don't pay attention. I want the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost of the Constitution. Even the Constitution, the Holy Ghost and the non-Holy Ghost of the Constitution, they are saying Green Town over. But Slabby say, you know, I wrote the document and I know the interpretation and everything else right now is unimportant. So what is important now that what you're about to tell us now? Listen to Slabby Senate.
First, when we get them one together, then we look into all the other things. No, you can't do that. Okay.
All right, guys, I'll hold on somebody backstage. So let me bring the person here and see what they get to say.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Alfred, welcome on board.
Hey, thank you, man.
You want to lift your camera up a little bit? You're all the way down.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then.
Yeah,
can you
perfect.
see me now? Yeah, I just want to say something very important, something I want to say. You know, we have to be mindful. Everyone all has to be mindful.
Mr. Yonta, before you go ahead, you want to tell the people where you are calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Norway, from the Royal Kingdom of Norway.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want for us to be mindful of how we handle issues when it comes to what we say and what we do not say. For one fact is, my GM brother just came on and gave some breaking news. But you see that I wrote that you have to say something, you have to have facts when you are saying these things. My point here is, I want to talk about the Elder Council. Let me be perseverant yet on the Elder Council. Now, I know that the bill is going through the Constitution, but the fact is that the Elder Council was involved. Now, the Elder Council is not part of the Constitution. Their names is not in the Constitution. So if the board or the executive brought in the elders to look into the matter, what is going on the ground, it means that we have to listen to the elders and not just based on Constitution. Because if it is based on Constitution, it means that we could not the board should get taking decision without inviting the elder into this matter, or the executive inviting the elders into this matter to get a decision. Now, number two.
Yeah, before you go ahead, let's make this clear. The board is listening to the elders, though. The executive is the one that is not listening.
Yeah, I'm coming to that point. I'm coming.
Well,
thank you.
All right.
Yeah. The fact is, the elder, I think they have an agreement. The board and the executive have an agreement. Now, I want for us to be perseverant. Now, and that's how you are the man in the chair. You are now the captain of this ship. You are the one that partying this whole thing right now. So everybody is looking up to your show, what you say, what you do not say. Now, but we have to be real and counsel facts. Because for me, I'm based on fact. I don't just talk. Now, there was an agreement that was made between the Elder Council that everyone should remain. If I'm wrong, let me know that I'm wrong. That there's a decision that was made that since there's a crisis, a global crisis, everyone should stay in their position until they go for election. Now, so for my understanding of that agreement or that document, I don't know, from my understanding, how do you, that's at your polling, how do you see it when the elder council say, okay, since everybody should stay in their position? Because I've been talking to some elders, I've been talking to people, and they have been giving, I'm not a bona fide members, I'll promise to become bona fide members soon, but we are all one people, and what affect my people, I have to come in. So the elder says that everybody should stay in their position until, because of the crisis that we have, the global crisis, the COVID-19, that the executive should stay, the board should stay. Now, let me read that. Who is the one that broke that decision? Before I go further.
It's the executive. The elders, they send a communication, and the board said, the board replied, I got all the letters here. The elders said, the board said, we agree with your recommendations. Green was the one that came back and said, I have determined to do X, Y, Z, and he listed the thing he wanted. The board, one thing the elder said, no money should be taken in the account, no project should be undertaken. I think you're out of the where you are, we can see you. Yeah, it's too dark. Yeah, you better over there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So the elders said, one of the recommendations, no money should be taken to the account until new leaders are elected and no project should be undertaken. Green came by and wrote and said all other projects, including the one he took from Liberia, he wanted to implement everything. You know? So Green is the one that is not even following the recommendations of the elders. It's not that the board of directors. Go ahead.
Can you read the first agreement where the elder said that everybody should stay into power until? Can you read that article or that phrase?
Let me see what I can get my hand on it here. All right, so let's first read the elders. Yeah, the elder recommendation here, and when they wrote, this is the board reply. The board replied to the elders. October 6th, they wrote the 2020, and the elder wrote a letter September 2020. So the board replied October 6, 2020. It said, Reverend John Blair, or Reverend John C. Blair, actually, the concerned of the Sapo community in the Americas. Dear Reverend Blair, on behalf of the board of directors of the USAA, I would like to inform you that after a careful review of the recommendations to the directors and the executive committee of USAA designed to help move USAA forward, the directors have resolved to accept and support the recommendations. Thank you very much for your time and efforts. May God continue to bless you with wisdom. And it says sincerely, ESOTERIC, chairman of the board of directors. That's what the board said. Now, let's listen. Green Code, do you reply? I'll read the elders as well.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. So the report of the elders here, it says here, number one, we, the concerned elders of the Sapo community in America, try to mediate in what we saw as a growing threat to the peace and stability of the United Sapo Association in the Americas. As to which group, board of director under the leadership of Honorable Issa Sabwe, or the executives under the leadership of President Jiko Jrio, leads the association in the face of the corona pandemic. We herewith submit our findings and recommendations. In our approach, we chose to, first of all, meet jointly with the two of you, the governing body, but opposing groups of the association, namely the board of directors and the executives. In that approach, we, on August 1st, 2020, through a teleconference, met with you, the said groups, and having listened to your views, recommended that the two of you, board of directors and the executive, are here to work together. I think they jump here. The said recommendation after more than 2 weeks appeared not to be adhered to. We then took a second approach, this time to meet with your two governing groups separately to find out the hold on or hold up to the working together as a team recommendation. Again, having listened to your individual views, we have herewith put forth the following recommendations. Number one, that we stand by our earlier recommendation that your two groups work together until general elections are held pending the eradication and resolution of the corona crisis. That's recommendation number one. It's recommendation, you got to understand here. They're not making it right. Number two, that a joint board of directors and executive meeting be called ASAP. At that meeting, a joint meeting or / working commission will be set up to draft. Let's see, there's a call coming here a second. Hold on a second, let me see. Evangelist, just hold on a second. Let me read the recommendation. I will get you on for your contribution.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so it goes on here to say, I'm in mute it so for the background noise. So number two, they said that a joint board, okay, working together committee to set up a draft guidelines, okay, to draft guidelines for the team, what it will be following. They wanted to say number three, that part of the terms of reference, part of the terms of reference for that setup committee be A, listen to the guideline now, A, come out with a timetable for the executive to report on the financial position of the association, USAA. B, come out with a timetable for the executives to report on the work of the COVID-19 relief committee, including the startup of the approved $10,000. Or C, come out with a timetable for the appointment of the election commission. Okay, all of this wasn't done. D, other activities for the smooth operation of the association, such activities could include but not limited to events regarding deaths and illnesses of members and their relatives. E, the joint or working committee is not a standing committee and will be dissolved immediately after the completing the drafting of the guidelines. 4, that the concerned elders group be allowed to be part of the working and guidelines drafting committee. 5, that this working or joint committee reports to the association within 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks. Maybe you want to slow down a little bit. Number 6, that besides the ongoing nursing quarters project, listen, that besides the ongoing nursing quarter project, no new project should be undertaken during this period. Respectfully submitted, Reverend John Black. He's the chairman, okay? So now let's get to Green Code Geo or recommend reaction to what the elder said, and then I will give you an Evangelist Jim CARLO the opportunity to speak. Let me get the president reply here quickly. I'm gonna do our people justice so they know what's going on here. Sorry, I got a bunch of people here. Okay, here's what Green Code Geo wrote. The Green Code Geo wrote the elder wrote September, right? September 12th, around there. And then the board replied October, I think 20 or so. And Green replied January 23rd, 2021. The other communication was 2020. Green replied 2021, January. This is why he says, is it dear elder or dear elder group or team? This communication serves as a response to the recommendations enshrined in your report dated September 12, 2020. Okay, he says in it September 12, 2020. All right. We want to sincerely thank you for the role you have played thus far for mediating between the executive officers and members of the board of directors to ensure consistency in our noble union. They wanted to say, having steadily peruse your revised recommendation. Having started to peruse your revised recommendation, we are pleased to make the following modification/determinations. Green is making modification to what Ellis said already. This is, and the board already said we agree. The man said we're revising whatever you sent to us, we are modifying it, and we have made determination. Number one, he said that we agree. This is what we call cherry picking in philosophy. What you let, you take it, and the one you don't let, you throw it away. So Green is now doing cherry picking. He said number one, that we agree that the executive officers and the board of directors remain in power and work together until general elections are held pending the eradication and resolution of the coronavirus crisis. That's number one. Number two, that with the confidence and assurance accorded us, the executive and board of directors work together seamlessly. We humbly propose that you, the elders, do not form part of the working or guidelines drafting committee. Why? The question is why Green does not want the elders to be part of the guideline drafting committee. We don't know that one. He wanted to say we will form a working or joint committee that will effectively work on the guidelines. We will sincerely beseech, we will certainly beseech your views when deems necessary. Number three, that the initial projects agreed upon, Green talking to you, listen to what he's saying now, that the initial project agreed upon by the assembly prior to the stalemate due to the COVID-19 deaths in our community and other unrestrained situation be implemented by the executive and board of directors. All right. Number four, that we will implement all other impending projects that are culturally appropriate for the betterment of our community and its people. That the financial report has already been conveyed to the board of directors. Sincerely, GCO National President, USAA. All right, now you have heard the both sides, or if you like, three sides of the coin. What is your take? And I'll bring Evangelist here. He's on the phone.
I think first of all, let's look at the recommendation, because the elder is making a recommendation. It is not something that they are saying you should do. It's a recommendation. Now, in that recommendation, the question that we need to ask ourselves, was it agreed upon on that recommendation that according to the recommendation, that okay, we agree on the elder recommendation and we will follow what the elders said in our recommendation? That's number one. Number two, they both sent a reply.
Hold on. Based on the reading, do you think the executive agree? Because I read all the communication. Do you think they agree or they disagree with the others?
The executive, in a sense, if I have to put, I would say that they a little bit agree on the recommendation, because they made one point. They said for the board and the executive to work together based on what the elder also stated.
So they agree, but they don't agree. In other words, what you're saying, because they took some and they rejected some.
Yeah, they took some and they left some out. Now, that is where the problem lies. That is where the problem lies. Now, but my main point before the guy come on, my main point is the recommendation, because according to the eradication of the COVID-19. So when you use the word until the COVID-19 eradicated, it means that it have to be finished completely. Things have to be normal before you guys have even a convention. To my understanding.
Right. Okay. So let me see what we can bring Evangelist here quick. Evangelist.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, welcome to the Voice of SINOE. What's your take?
Oh, is the speaker feeling now?
Yeah, he's on, but it's your turn. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yes. Thank you very much for the time. We all need peace in this organization. It doesn't pay anything to anybody or a group of people for us to live in continuous acrimony or argument. As you rightly stated, at former superintendent, Grassroots Sanitary District, those are our elders. You know, Mr. Tushua, John Reverend Blah, and a few others. You know, we respect them for their decision. And tomorrow too, we will become elders. And whenever we run our decision, you know, we would like that to be a kind of transparent decision. So I applaud them for their effort and their contribution towards the piece of information they put together. However, there are some missteps in their interventions. You know, number one is that once you want to intervene in crisis, this is a crisis. We should not, you know, sugarcoat that. You have to be very firm or bold to tell somebody that, look, what you are doing is not good. Perhaps I may not know what is going on the other side of the spectrum, but what Mr. Sabi and his cohorts did during this corona crisis
Excuse me.
is not good. It's not good for the survival of the organization.
What did they do?
By writing a letter to the president and his team that there are no more leaders of the organization.
Is their action not in keeping with the Constitution?
Mr. Sabe and the board of directors, as well as the executive committee, we are in the same boat. Our time expired.
What's your reference? What's your reference?
Our time expired because there was no election based on the corona crisis. So,
Evangelist, what's your reference? What's your reference?
The tenure has been extended based on the intervention of the Edo Council. Mr. Sabi and his group, they do not have the power to terminate the services of other executive committee or executive committee members. That is an invitation of crisis, and they're the one initiated this crisis. So the Edo Council should be very bold, very frank enough to tell Mr. Samuel and his group that they are bringing crisis in the organization. It is the common logic.
Evangelist.
Yes.
The decision of the board is not in keeping with the Constitution.
I don't know what you call Constitution. You on the other side is quoting a kind of Constitution to suit your own desire. We on the other side, we are telling you that there's a fragile peace process, and before you do anything, you have to be very careful about the repercussion. The decision taken by Mr. Samuel, it did not study the repercussion or the result or the outcome before he did that. And this is where we find ourselves. You know, as an intelligent person, before you do something, you must study the consequences. And unfortunately for the board, and Mr. Sabi in particular, he did not study the consequences or the repercussion, thinking that by writing a single letter to the executive would have terrified us to say, oh yeah, Mr. Sabi wrote a letter, we're going to sit down. We are resolved. We are being elected democratically by the General Assembly. We are not going to move because of some disgruntled or dissidents somewhere who are not favoring us because of the rising popularity of Hello?
Evangelist.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Sorry, yeah, somebody on the other line, but go ahead, complete your thought, and I'll bring it up.
The whole thing is not because Mr. Geleo'S is, let's say, is violating any constitutional clause. No, the issue is the rising popularity of Geleo'S. in the organization and the supplement.
Evangelist.
Everybody should be proud
Evangelist.
of the president.
Evangelist. Let's talk one at a time, please. So, when you say the president is still covered by the, can you give a constitutional provision that covers the president?
The constitutional provision is that, because of the corona crisis, the election should have been held last year, August 2020, let's say 2020. But because of that, there was no election. Even the very board of directors, their time expired. It was agreed upon.
Evangelist, let me read the Constitution. Let me read the Constitution to the people where it says at the board. Will you mind me to do that?
Let me end. You are putting a clause that have been minimized as a result of the discussion or the understanding that would reach.
Evangelist, you are struggling too much. Let me bring the other caller.
Listen to me. Listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen. That thing you're reading over there, my brother, I can read it too. We came up with a decision.
Who are you?
Assembly came up with a decision that as of August 2020 during the convention, all the board members will step down and will appoint 9 board members. 9 board members. So all of those people that are making decisions, that you know that all their time expired. Their time expired. And that clause you are trying to read, the decision that will reach in North Dakota superseded that particular clause. I would say it nullifies that particular clause.
Evangelist, let me talk now. Let's talk one at a time, please. Let's talk one at a time. So let me get interactive. Well, you are going on a tangent.
That particular clause you are about to read is not a boy.
But by what?
It's on the illegitimacy of the board of directors.
Okay, thank you. Let me say something to that. So we can't just be going on. I'll give you the opportunity to talk. So here, according to your constitution, all directors shall be elected to serve their required and stipulated term. However, the term will be extended until a successor has been elected. That's your constitution talking, not me. All right, so you can give me your provision in the Constitution that says this, but before you come on, I want to bring Mr. Boto Jawi. He's on the phone as well. Mr. Jawi.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you dealt with the issue profoundly. The problem we face with in this community is big lie, also the truth. A big lie is that people think that when they say things over and over, and even though it's not true, then it becomes the truth. You ask the evangelist, the man of God, whose voice I expect to sit on tomorrow morning to preach to me and tell me that the path of Christ is the rightful Christ, is his rightful path. It's bending constitutional provision in the face of men. And now he expects me tomorrow morning to sit right in his church and listen to him.
When we met in North Carolina, North Dakota, and we agreed that we electing 9 board members to serve the community. But how does that negate that particular provision in the Constitution? We state that when board members are not elected, then their term is extended. How does that negate that? I agree with him. We're not in North Dakota. That's what we said. But then 2021 or 2020, did we elect anybody? No, we did not. So the Constitution is stated that if we did not elect anybody, then the term of the board is extended. How is that being null and void at this time that you're talking about?
Okay, give me a point. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
And the time the framers of the Constitution came out with a particular clause, they did not envision, or there was no any imagination that there will be no election as far as the presidency is concerned. They never thought earlier. They never thought that there will be a kind of crisis as this one that will impede the progress of the election. They never thought on that. That clause is referring only to the board members, that individual board members who terms expired should not leave office until there is a successor or replacement. Listen to me now. The North Dakota agreement nullifies that particular clause you are meticulously stating. It nullifies that the people ceded that particular clause. So your term expired last year, and you two are illegitimate or valid. So
Evangelist.
Can I come here a little bit? Can I come
Yeah,
in?
1 second. 1 second.
Elected by the General Assembly. You don't have the right. Let's face the fact.
Can I get a point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Evangelist.
I will preach the Bible, but you know,
Evangelist, let's talk one at a time, please. Mr. Jawi is protected.
If you don't want to go to church, it's up to you. I'm preaching that sin is not good, and if you live in rebellion, you go to hell.
Evangelist, you've been too emotional. Let go.
We have to calm down. We have to calm down. We have to calm down.
Look, you cannot say the people were not aware that there will be a crisis. The framers of our constitutions are very smart and intelligent, 5-7 people. They know very well that there is something in this world called crisis. That crisis was not specifically defined. Maybe it was a hurricane, it was a men against men with gun violence, could be some kind of disaster. But what they have put into place for continuity of a legal entity within the Psychosis Association is that in case of any situation that disrupts the activities of the association, and we did not go to convention and we did not go to elections, then the chain of the board of directors is extended. That means
it is lie. Sorry to say that. You're not saying so. It is only covering the ball. There was nothing at all. There was nothing at all in their imagination that will stop any presidential elections. This is true. No, nothing at all in their imagination that will stop the presidential election. They were enshrined that in the constitution, but in their mind, there was nothing to prevent the presidential election. That is the fact.
No, I agree with you when you say they only cover the vote. That is the fact. And I agree with you.
They cover the vote. So the General Assembly has the power to appoint the executive body. So that all of us is fully covering you people. We are being elected by the General Assembly, and we will be in power until following elections. That's the fight.
No, excuse me. The General Assembly, when it is that reference any, let's say, constitutional clause for provision, that clause still stands. The
North Dakota agreement nullifies that particular clause. The North Dakota agreement nullifies that particular clause. No, it nullifies it. It cancels it.
No, that's not true. We talk like
okay, we are now. We are the executive body. We still running the affairs of the organization. And for any group of people to impose their will on the executive body, thinking that they are acting on behalf of the General Assembly, then they are looking for crisis because we have been legitimately elected to lead the organization. Okay. That's the way we stay. And you people will find it very difficult if you people bring any dissenting views that will divide the organization.
Okay, Evangelist.
That's what should be addressing.
Evangelist.
Should be addressing that.
Guys, let me come in, please. Let me come in.
There's a difference between term and continuity. Term.
I understand that.
Mr. Jawi. Guys, please listen to me. Please listen to me.
Mr. Moderator, you have to take control.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. The guys are not listening. Guys, I don't want to call you guys, so you want to listen to me, please. All right. So, Evangelist, I think your argument is not strong because the same General Assembly that says the board. Hold on, let's talk one at a time. Evangelist, give me your chance. Evangelist, you got to give me the opportunity. Evangelist, give me the chance. Evangelist, you are not listening. You are not listening, though. Give me the opportunity. You just spoke forever. I said the reason you are not being fair or you are not following the Constitution is because you are flip-flopping. The General Assembly said the Board of Directors and the Executive should go to election. The same General Assembly said the convention should go to Florida. You guys are not taking the convention to Minnesota. Are you still following the General Assembly?
Yeah, but listen.
Yeah.
When process that people make adjustments.
Oh, you so you cherry picking the one you let you take it, the one you don't let you take it.
The situation in Florida is not favorable because Mr. Obako Nyepa and his group locally profiliated Obako and use it over there.
So eventually, I don't want you to cite the General Assembly when you're not following everything they say. Don't cite them. Don't cite the General Assembly if you're not following everything they're saying. You are just cherry picking one and running with it. If you have to take everything holistically, everything they say. Huh?
Obako Nyepa is the host in Florida. And the man who instigated all of these things, is that fair for Mr. Gileo to go to Florida? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying yes. I'm saying if Green doesn't want to go, if Green doesn't want to go, eventually if Green doesn't want to go, that's fine. But you can't change the location of General Assembly. Green is not General Assembly. But no. All right, let me call eventually. Let me call another person. Thanks for calling, Chief. Let the other guys on it.
Thank you very much. I enjoy your conversation.
All right, thank you, sir.
But you have to be the whole thing you started it. There where you find yourself.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. If you want to discuss it, you can send me an invite, and we can have a special show. You and myself, we can talk about it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
We are the Supreme. We are.
All right. Mr. Yonta, sorry. I mean, the guys too passionate about this thing. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I understand. You see, that's the where problem can come from. You know, when people try to misunderstand certain things, and so problem comes in. Now, my concern is not so much on the Constitution is a body, is the one that controls the organization, and if you fail to bow by the Constitution, it means that you fail to lead the people. Now, but my point is, let's look at this one. Now, the president term expired 2020 August. Now, according to what you said, that they told him to appoint an interim leader, he's failed to do that and all those stuff. But the thing that I want for us to agree, maybe we will not agree, but the fact is that why did the board wait so long? So long by taking action. Why did the board wait so long, knowing that the president was outside of the country? Now let me ask you the question. That's that. If you are a president of a nation and you are outside of the country, and while you are outside, you hear that you are being removed from office, how are you going to feel? Because the boss you are waited for the president to return, and then try to what? Try to move, but in the absence of the president, and you remove such person. For me, it doesn't make sense. Doing of course the Constitution is stated, but it doesn't make sense. Secondly, why should the board wait so long from August 2020? August, September, October, November, December. What time they came out with that decision?
Yeah, let me come in. As well. Let me interact with you a little bit. You see, in order for something to be compelling, Reverend Yonta, you have to have enough evidence. The board, they gave the president many opportunities to make reform, but he didn't. So what they were doing was to give the president chances to make sure you see whether you will listen to them. So they gave him first chance, they gave him second chance, they gave him third chance. He's still not listening. So when he went to Liberia, we have to make a correction here. When he went to Liberia, he wasn't the president. His term had expired already. And he forced it. He went to Liberia. The money, the budget he sent, the $7,200, it was sent to the board of directors. The constitution that the very guy is quoting right now, they say the board should approve money or object. So they can reject or they can approve. That is in that scope. And the constitution says, or the resolution for North Dakota says, if the president sends the budget and the board does not approve it within 2 weeks, that budget is considered automatically approved. But when the president sent up his budget, in 1 day, the guy replied and said, no, sir, we are not going to take the budget because of XYZ. We'll give you $10,000 for the COVID relief package for our people. You didn't send the money. You didn't give a report to that. We'll give you $6,000 for the board of director representative and the chap or the executive representative of Liberia. You did not give the share of the board of director. You took $2,500 without our consent. So because of these reasons, we are not going to approve your budget. The president still went in the account and took the money. And so it's a disrespect to these guys. And so they already have preponderance of evidence against you. And so they said, you know what, send the man is away, he's not listening. We enjoy our communication out when he comes, whatever he wants to do, that is business. Yeah, hold on a second here, another call coming in here.
Okay.
Hello, who's this? All right, so the person needs to call the wrong number. Okay, so go ahead. So that's the whole thing that's going on.
Okay, I understand that very well. Now, the question, the next thing we need to ask ourselves. Now, the president, how many person on the signature of the bank? How many person signature to the bank? Is there one? Bank? Is it one of the president?
No, they got the president, the financial secretary, and the treasurer.
Okay. Fine. These people are all signatory to the bank. Fine.
Yeah.
Did the president bypass them?
Hold on a second. I think the person calling by again. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello. This is Obaku.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mr. Yima, welcome on board. Let's see what the former president has to say. Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. President, go ahead. We are hearing you. You got another phone on, another device on back there. We are hearing you.
Okay. You know?
Yes.
Okay. I just. Okay. Let me just come back. All right, yeah. What I want to say, I just want to speak to the point the brother, or is it brother Nyonte?
Yes.
Yes. You know, I just want to maybe provide some information for him. But I understand the point, the argument you're making is a rational one. But the issue of how long or why the board waited so long. The board never waited so long. When the men turned up any, and we know that there was no election or there will be no convention, the board and the executive, the board invited the executive, and we have meetings. Okay? But then they start going around that the Constitution says, I think you listen to the other Evangelist CARLO.
Right.
He said, according to the decision or I don't know that Constitution is quoted anyway, but he said, you know, they agree in North Dakota that everybody's supposed to go for election. Well, that's why it's in the Constitution too. The Constitution says we're supposed to have election at the end of every 3 years in August. So when it was realized that the election will not be held because of the pandemic, they both decided to engage the executives. And we are in the same community. So some of them start claiming, well, the board term finish too, and then the executive term finish. I personally talked to some of them, okay, and they were quoting the Constitution, but the Constitution is clear. The Constitution is clear. The Constitution states, and I quote, that the executive have 3 years to lead. If that their tenure finish, they have the right to seek re-election. Okay? And I say Constitution stipulated that the board, if a board member, not even the whole board, but even if one board member time expires, there should be an election of a new board member who will replace that other board member before the other board member leaves. So the assumption is that the organization is two bodies walking down are supposed to lead. If they move at the same time, then there will be a leadership vacuum. That's why the framework of that Constitution put in the Constitution that if this happens, then the board members should remain until they have election to replace them. Okay? So it's the argument. I mean, the Constitution is clear on that. The Constitution didn't say anything about the executive. It didn't say when the president is elected and no election, the president should stay on until elections are held. No. Okay? So right now, what we are doing is even though people will try to rationalize it, the other man say, well, when the president is not, I mean, Mr. Newton said if the president, what he saw was the president was not in the country. But there's no provision in the Constitution. We told the man not to go. The man took the money today, the next day he flies, went to Liberia. And we got to ascertain to see whether it's true because we told him not to take money from the account. So it took some time for us to react, to see, to know, to have evidence that you withdrew the money. And we don't have to, we can choose to wait, but we don't have to wait. Because the man violated the Constitution so many times, so it should be penalized for that. And let me tell the sample people, we are doing this, we're not hate Green Zero, but any other president who will come. If you violate the Constitution, you'll be their way of calling it. Thank you.
All right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Can I come in 1 minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I understand the former president. Thanks, Honorable. For the fact is that I think the Constitution has a problem also. Why am I saying this? The power is so much on the board instead of on the executive. Why is it that the president have 3 years and the board have more power on the executive? You see, when we make constitution, we should understand how we place constitution. Now, because the constitution there is like giving the board so much power to control even the executives. Now, because of the president, okay, is it the president first time going against the constitution? For example, like taking money or doing other things. Maybe it's not his first time, it's not his second time, but the fact is that why is it that the board did not take decision at the early stage to stop this kind of behavior or to stop this kind of thing?
The guys are being intervening. They are being saying stuff, but the president does not listen. That's what we are saying here. Green does not listen. Sometimes when the board send communication, you know what he can say? 0 degree tolerance. That's what he says to them. So it's because of the amalgamation of infractions that what got the guys angry. So like the president right there indicated, there is no provision in the Constitution that says when the president travels out of the country, he shouldn't receive a communication, or he shouldn't be sacked. If you go against the Constitution, the board, they have the mandate, like you rightly said. It is true. The Constitution gives the board a lot of power. And that's why the president he got himself in all these issues, because he's trying to challenge the guys that have more power. And you don't have power. When you look at the Constitution, the president is weak. He has nothing.
Hey, Doug. Let me just talk my loud voice. Maybe somebody may come in or come on the show. But the thing is that let me be clear. Let me be clear, crystal clear on the show. And those who are watching me. But what I can see here, I can see that there's a foul play there's a foul play in the organization. I don't know what I'm saying, but I believe there's a foul play somewhere that certain group of people don't like certain group of people. Let me real here on the show. Real on the show. Like
I can tell you, I mean, Mr. Yonte, the comments I hear for I would say certain people on the both side, they don't like Isosabwe. That's the battle now, the whole thing. They don't like Isosabwe, and that's what all the noise for. But everything Green Bay is wrong.
And certain people on the board don't like the president. Let's put it two ways. Don't put it on both sides.
Mr. Yonte, the president, you know who made the president, the man president? The very people that are talking, Ubaku and all those guys on the board right now, those are the people that made him president. But when he got there, he doesn't want to listen to them. And that's what the problem is. Yes. I agree with you.
Now let me ask you a question. If you're a judge presiding over a case, you have to be mindful of what you hear from the defender or from the. So you have to be careful so that you don't take side, because you now on your show, you should be a neutral man trying to make sure that things are in the rightful place. One. Now, what I'm asking this, certain people on the board also don't like the president, and certain people on the executive don't like the board. Let's be real yet. It's not. Yeah, let's be real yet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know why they don't like the president? Because he does not listen. He goes against the Constitution. When they send recommendation, he does not listen, and that's why they don't like that, because he's doing good code review. It's because of the disrespect to them, and that's why they don't like him. Myself, I was part of him. Why you think I left? It's a disrespect. You send communication to Green, he does not reply. Hold on a second here. Hello, who's this? Evangelist, you call back again? What's up?
What happened? Is Anita still there?
Yeah, he's still here. Yeah, he's listening to you.
You know, let me go back in elaborate history for a while, so that we make our point. When Edwin Barkley left office and President Thomas succeeded him in the True We Party, Barkley thought that by supporting Thurman to become president, he would have dictated to Thurman, President Thurman. But President Thurman, being a president by the Constitution, legitimate president who exercised his own will and power, when Barkley was talking, President Thurman how to lead Liberia. Unfortunately, Barkley got frustrated and formed the independent True We Party that went against President Thurman. You understand what I'm saying?
So you forming a True We Party too?
Independent. No, listen. Let's be with history.
No, I want you to be brief. I'm running out of time right now. So I want you to just be summarize your story. I don't want you to give all that historical lecture. We can do another program for you.
Yeah. Okay. Thinking that Barkley formed his own independent True We Party. That frustrated Barkley. You understand? And Thomas was able to gain power for those years because he crushed all the oppositions. What I'm saying is,
you are breaking.
Is that constitutional? Is that legal? We both answer that question.
Okay, Mr. Jawi. Hold on. Evangelist, I want to make the discussion interactive instead of just going on and on. Yeah. So when you talk, you break some more. Yeah.
Don't say, this is what I hate to hear, that, we make Green Gileo, this and that. Green Gileo was responsible. He took care of home affairs before they have to do.
We are not hearing you, sir.
I think you have problems.
Yeah, Mr. Jawi, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for all that. Okay. I like the fact that the evangelist James CARLO mentioned Charles Coach. So I don't know in what context he mentioned it there. But one thing I know.
Yeah, go ahead. You're good, yeah.
The reason we have today, when we go to convention, we have elections on the convention, is because people like James CARLO want to work and start the rotational process because they want to bring you in the process by offering white ballots. They didn't want elections. That's why when the convention was intended for Philadelphia, they injected elections and then they took it to North Carolina because they felt that Charles Kochi was not popular in North Carolina. And I stood against that in the law. I went against that. And the reason they didn't bring it to Philadelphia, they said because I was friendly with Charles Kochi and I would influence the people in Philadelphia to vote for Charles Kochi. So how can you now, man of God again, turn around and make this kind of story up on a daylight? Here's the question. This is the thing that I want to deal with. The thing I want to deal with is the persistent argument of Mr. Yote that Greg Yoahi Laburo and Bo Kimba were so position. And thank God for the former president for distorting that argument. There was no time limit as to when and how the vote struck. Both of you and the former president are on the same boat. That you people are instigating these things.
Evangelist, you are not protected. You are not protected. After Mr. Jawi, you can come on.
When we want to Florida, everybody know. When we want to Florida, everybody know. They can call you tomorrow. Jacko, you will not validate what you said. You will go against it. But the point that I'm more concerned about is the persistent argument of Mr. Nyote as to when the ball should strike. The ball gives the brother enough time. And then the former president said, immediately after we got to know that there will be no elections, the ball concern was transition. Because we knew that his term was over. But the president continued to insinuate, continued to muster the courage that his term wasn't over. And thereby, in fact, they used to tell in the meeting that if we insist that the term was over, they will cause family in the community. Your term was and that is the argument I like for you myself to have. There's a difference. Okay, another time. Let's say another time. There's a difference between continuity and terms. And the board put that in perspective. The board defined all about term in 3 years. Then the Constitution defined all about in 3 years. But it did not start that there. By extension, it's also stated that in case we did not have replacement on the board of directors, then our term is automatically extended. That coverage was not provided for the administration. You did not have that leverage.
And Mr. Jawi, I'm not quoting you. Mr. Jawi.
The crafter did not envision anything that would stop the presidential elections. This is what I'm saying. They never talk about anything like that. But the envision, how can they envision what would stop the board election? But the because there was regular relations on the board of directors. Regular elections. So for instance, regular elections. You people are meaning. So if one person terms expire today, it should not leave until there's a successor. For the president, that is constant. They never envision that there will be any process of the proportion that will stop the presidential elections. This is what I'm saying. But who for is it now? Who for is it? So that means that we should follow the words of the Constitution. Because the North Dakota Convention terminate your service and run on you illegitimate. No, that's so we are serving at the role and pleasure of the head of council. No, this is what it said. The North Korea unless the Dakota Convention stated that we should have 9 board members on the board of directors before the convention, which should have been last year. I agree. But what you do not want to address is that under the condition that election wasn't held, they both spelled that out too. I mean, the North Dakota superseded that clause. It superseded that clause. You both members coming in. Yes, that is the argument. So this is why you have no power to suspend the constitutionally elected president. That is a
constitutional infraction on the board. So let's set another time for argument. Let's set another time for argument.
No, before you leave, let me clarify.
Hello, hey, Dak.
Yeah.
Can I come? Let me put hold on me. Can I come in?
They will not hear you. That's the whole thing.
You have been known from the beginning.
You are missing a
You
headphone.
have been known from the beginning. You are an anti-general administration. You're an antagonist. So what should I give you done?
No, the point is, I could say
You are an element you are element to the development of our organization. So what's the point?
no evangelists.
Oh no, let me blunt. Let me blunt.
We can't interact with emotion.
Hello, you guys have to calm down. You have to calm down.
Like you said, the letter sent was an important letter. The letter sent was an important letter, and we have to address it impulsively.
Okay, all right. Can I say something? You don't? Can I say something?
I mean, we are police. I'm not going to. Besides this, we are police. So
We go ahead. At the same time, we can't talk at the same time.
So go ahead.
Okay, fine. When we went to North Dakota, when we went to North Dakota, you guys went with the expectation that there were being elections of the board directors. You did not provide document for that. The counter documentations to your expectations outweigh you, in the sense that you did not have evidence, but the people who said no are evidence, and that's why we extended everybody at the time. Now we call for the amendment of the Constitution again. The amendment of the Constitution requires that the following year we have 9 board members and dissolve all the board members across the chapters.
Listen, read that again.
Excuse me now. Excuse me, can I say something? We can't do this thing with emotion.
No, I said read echo that so people will understand that. It is a point.
I re-echo that the North Dakota Convention requires that we have 9 board members instead of having chapter and board members across the chapters. 9 board members. But what the North Dakota's convention did not address is that we did not have election. In the event we did not have election, what happened? In the event we did not have election, is the board dissolved?
Yes, the board dissolved. The board dissolved as of August.
I mean, the clause in that constitution that you don't want to address is that still requires that in the event that elections are not held and there is no replacement on the board term is extended. That's why.
Why do you think that cannot affect the board? Why do you think that are they immutable? Are they immutable?
No, there's a provision.
Are they above?
No, they are not above the law, but there's a provision, specific provision.
There's no provision. That provision is cancelled.
No, let me read that. Since they say there's no provision, let me read that. Can I read that real quick?
It is referring to individual members on the board that they should not leave until their replacement.
I don't want to take your whole
But the North Dakota Convention notified that it canceled that. It canceled it.
Evangelist, I'm off for the day. I think my time is out. Thanks for the warm. Thanks for the heated argument. Thanks for the heated argument. I appreciate that. All right.
Okay.
Mr. Yonte, the United Sample Associated for you. What's your take, man? We gotta go.
I do my man.
So guys,
okay.
so guys can look in the blue sky and say their own thing. They're not going to look in the constitution and say, why you say the constitution is that right? I'll go away. Give a closer comment. Let's call your day.
Anyway, I just want to call upon the people, everyone, the board and the executive, at least let us try to find a neutral understanding. We need to just, my brother, let me tell you something, to bring peace in the organization, you have to put your right behind and make sure that peace prevail. It doesn't mean that you are screaming, you say stupid or you don't know what you are doing. And you see, so 2 conventions, let's ask ourselves, 2 conventions. The convention that is going to Florida is based on the Constitution. Now, the other convention in Minnesota, how can we divide 2 conventions? It is time that I call upon both parties. I beg them to.
The one in Minnesota is an emotional convention.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to just, but the fact is that we need to come back together again. Look how you guys, when you guys go to convention, how people admire you guys. People see you guys jubilating, celebrating, and because of simple thing.
Yeah, right now the guys want to. I mean, a few guys want to gather in Green Coat Geo living room or the National Chair Lady living room, and that's what they want right now. You know, you got everybody going to Florida right now.
As I said, let's look at the recommendation that the elders gave. Let's go back to that recommendation that the elder gave. The elder makes it very easy. They say, okay, since we have a global crisis, let everybody remain in their position until we can go for election.
Again, Mr. Yonte, I hate to sound redundant. The board agreed. The national executive, the former man, the man said, no, I'll follow it, I'm doing my own thing. So how do you work with such a man? So I want to say thanks for coming. Let me wrap it up here, and then we'll talk again Monday. Coming on Monday.
No problem. No problem. Okay.
All right.
Take care, bro.
Let me get it out.
You can get me out there, yeah. Let's get my video.
Sure. Let me make sure my sound is good. Sure. Let me make sure my sound is good. 1 2 1 2. Sound check. Sound check. 1 2. Sure. Let me make sure my sound is good. 1 2 1 2. Sound check. Sound check. 1 2. All right. Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a show for the day. I just want to wrap it up here. The audio I will play, I just want to play a few voices there of the people, and then so you can hear it in totality. You know, it just feel. I mean, it's very short, so it's not too long. I just want to hear what some of the guys are saying, so you can hear from them here. They'll finish that audio quickly. Let's see. Let me put this on chat.
So today is our response.
Let me follow there. I know I'll stop, so let me do that quickly.
Okay, with that.
Yeah, listen to the man that wrote the Constitution and trying to buy on the Constitution. Mr. Slabby Senate. We say what he said here. Listen to him. The man wrote a document and said Green should not follow the document.
First of all, take this time to say a big thank you to the Elder Council for deciding that your approach is not the best way to solve this problem. You arrange and progress an agreement almost 2020, and the goal and the organization from August 2020 to the date when they pronounce that the president will expire, and the organization and begin to make the arrangement for the convention. After issue of the bill removing the president, at the same time trying to set up a convention, trying to conduct a convention on a unfriendly environment, which will not even make the convention very friendly.
The elders are clear. They say, because this is a peace process, right? So that's what they said. Bring 2 persons from the executive, 2 persons from the board of directors, 1 person from the elders. Because these people got to sit together. They will not just start writing guidelines. They will still have to, oh, guys, let's put the interest of the union. I mean, they will not just work and start writing guidelines. That's why they get at least three weeks. So that's enough time to negotiate and stuff like that. But let me say, you know what? You don't address the prior issue and you want to go to peace table. And so because of that, we are not coming to the peace table. We are not coming. Listen to the man. You listen to your man that wrote your constitution.
The roadmap is bad, and I think the National Executive Committee will.
The roadmap the man's talking about is the roadmap to peace. The man said going to peace is bad. It's a bad roadmap to go to peace. So call the board of directors so they can come together and formulate a team or guidelines for election. The man said that's a bad road to peace. We don't want that road to peace. I don't know which road you want. He want the elders to come and say, Green, you are wrong. Why you took the people money? Why the board told you not to take money from the account and you took the money? You know, you have to say why the elders got to come on and say why you fire Green. Even though the board did not fire Green, the constitution that established the rule fired a Green. The constitution said Green got 3 years. But Slabby said no. Why the board reminded him? All right. So I don't know why Slabby gave her his voice. His own voice now and say no. Why are you saying that? I remind the people just reminded the president. That's what they did. Mr. President, the words that Slabby gave us, they say you get three years to be in power. And they say, oh, I was out of the country and the people fired me. No, they just reminded you.
We expect you to go back where we started from.
So Slabby now telling the elder, you go back. You go back. You see, that's how they address. You see, all the supporters of the president, they are not professional. They don't talk to the people professionally. They want people to address them professionally, but they will talk to you any way they feel it. Go back. They tell you, he said, please, y'all go revisit your agenda. He said, y'all go back. Slabby is angry. You know, so he's talking to his parents like that. Y'all go back. You know, so you see, Evangelist CARLO, see how relaxed Boto was. Boto relaxed. All the supporters of the president, they are emotional people. Go back. The man telling the elder, yo, go back. So they are the authority now. Slabby City, and they are the one in power. So they don't listen. They tell the people what to do. Yo, go back, elders. Yo, go back. We don't get time for why that thing you're brother nonsense. Yo, go back. Slabby talking. I just repeating what he said.
And there's a breakdown to the discussion. You made a recommendation to us. In fact, prior to this, you said to us that the National Executive Committee and the board should engage to come up with a term of reference.
Yeah, they said that. That is true. But you guys are not listening to the board. Sir, you don't listen to the board of directors. You are not listening to the elders. But yeah, you kept referencing the elders' agreement. How is it that you're telling the elder, you go back, you revisit your stuff, then you say, oh, you broke out a deal, and I mean, I don't know what you guys want. The people gave you all the opportunity before, and you blew everything. But now you're saying the elders are not fair. They gave you everything before. They gave you all the opportunities that you needed. Because they never wanted conflict in the union, so they told the board, man, you calm down. You work with this guy. But every recommendation these people made, you guys, you don't obey them. And you come here, you telling the elders, you go back. You go. You move from here.
The do's and don'ts to support the framework. Because of the delays associated with the implementation of the agreement, the board got frustrated and did.
You see why he said delay? Who will delay the process? It's because it's Green Geleo'S. It's Slabby SINOE. The elders sent a communication September. Green did not reply until September 2020. Slabby SINOE did not tell Green to reply early. They told Green, hold on, delay the process. So Green held his reply until January 2021. You see? But the man, they blame it. They stop playing the blame game. You are delaying the process. You want somebody working on peace, and you give, September, October, November, December, January. After 4 to 5 months, before establishing send a sentence to the elders and say, they reply to the elder and say, this is what we want. Why you did not reply after 4 months? Was it difficult to reply to a simple communication?
What is really the problem now? You left that, you broke another agreement. It's completely.
They left that deal because you are not listening. You obey. You say you have made determination what you want. They told you not to build or to undertake any project again, and you say you are determined to implement all the projects that we agreed upon before and the things that you took from Liberia. You're going to do everything. So you are not following the elders. You are doing your own thing, and that's why they said, Mr. SLEBI, we have to come back to the drawing board again. The prior agreement, you are not listening to us. Therefore, we need a new agreement. That is sagacious enough. It's wise. And you guys are throwing 10.10 drawing around here. You're angry.
Let's find a way to look for peace. In every peace mediation, they look at the position and interest. What you are doing is that you're pushing your view on both the national and the board and the executive. If you can remember in the first meeting, Chairman Sabbath said that your recommendation.
They will not call the president, but they will call Sabbath so they can politicize the whole thing because it's propaganda. Make Issa Sabbath to look like the boogeyman. He's not a boogeyman here. You guys are the one that been disobeying the other guys. You've been disrespectful to the other people. When the same communication, you say 0 degree tolerant. And you call that respect, and you want the other people to listen to you, and you elders are telling you what to do, you are not listening and telling them, go sit down, go review whatever you brought to us. That's been impudent.
Responsible name, did you make a follow-up? What became of the first recommendation? And you are putting again with another recommendation. This is unacceptable. The National Executive Committee will not support that. We just find no room to come with the peace initiative. This roadmap is the wrong one. It's a recipe to polarize our already fragile situation. If that's not clear on the issue, you can go back and find different.
He repeated that, I'll go back. That the elders are SLEBI talking to her that. The man does not respect the people. He knows book. So but knowing book does not mean you should not respect your elders. You're telling them to go back. Go back. He's not saying that please. Using the word please, it changes the meaning of the sentence. Even though it's still imperative. But once you say please, it changes the connotation of that sentence. But SLEBI is saying, yo, go back. Yo, go back. Where your brother is wrong. So then he wants to make others believe that the board of directors are the problem. Whereas he is conspicuously portraying himself as the wrong one. Yes. SLEBI is saying he does not want peace anymore. He wants chaos. Because the only thing the elders did, they say SLEBI bring 2 persons from your team. Let it both bring 2 persons from Nassau. And let the elders send 1 representation. Let us brainstorm and find a way forward. SLEBI that is wrong. The elders got to tell the president or the board of directors and say, why you fire Green Code Geleo? Green Code Geleo should not have been fired because after all, he's still covered by the Constitution. But then SLEBI wrote a document where he said in his own words, the executive, he said, all executive members are given 3 years to serve and not more than 2 consecutive terms. He said that. SLEBI's own words. SLEBI now is mad for the board of directors reminding Green Code Geleo and say, oh, this is what SLEBI said. This is what Andrew Usaa said. This is what Robert Tuba said. That's the only wrong thing the board of directors did. That SLEBI is now telling the elder to go sit down. Let them go review the whatever they wrote. They don't know nothing. You go back and review that thing. I'm the conflict resolution expert. I'm telling you, you go back.
Okay, with that, welcome statement.
I don't know why it goes back.
posted it. That was on settled. Make the convention from free. It is not a better. The roadmap is bad. There's a breakdown in the discussion. You may have it's completely unacceptable. Let's find a way to look for peace. In every peace mediation, they look at the position.
So let me say it's completely unacceptable. Without listening to the elder, it's completely unacceptable. As I'm a poor member, Greenco, the guy. This is the puppeteer of Green. This is the man that pulling Green around because whatever he said today, Green is happy. Yeah, so let me see that he spoke for me. Yeah, at least that's how you put it. And I bring my picture up today. Even though I brought a picture still.
What you are doing is that you're putting your view on both the national and the board and the executive. The future level in the first meeting, Chairman Campbell said that your recommendations that you provided for responsible were made from both parties. Did you make a follow-up? What became of the first recommendation? And you are putting again with another recommendation. This is unacceptable. The National Executive Committee will not support that. We just find no need to come with a big initiative. On this roadmap is a wrong one. It's a recipe to polarize our already fragile situation. If that's not clear on the issue, you can go back and find different approach. For this one, it's well upon pronouncement. If that's the meeting, we can support that, and we will go ahead whatever we want to do.
Very good. Is there something? Let me see it. We want to go ahead and do whatever we want to do. It's whatever, anything they want to do. That's let me see it. It's not that's how you put it talking. We want to go ahead and do whatever we want to do. We don't respect you. You are nobody. You know, we are the one in charge here. We don't care about you. After all, we get a bank account. We can go in there and take money from there anytime. So we're not going to listen to you. That's what I've been telling the people like that. And rather they say they're educated. Education in the absence of respect is null and void. You know, you got to complement your education with common sense. Like the final minister would say, commonsensical practicality. You know, use some common sense to look at what is unfolding. How is it that you are a crafter of the Constitution and you spoke for almost 5 minutes and you did not cite what provision in the Constitution that backs the president? But then you jump through, you are angry. That's what we call tirade. You know, the man is going on a tangent there, attacking the elder and telling them to go back. Now, you go back. Why you say it's nonsense? I'm not going to, we're going to do whatever we want to do. That's not isn't it? You're feeling you'll go put your election commission again or constitution commission, so you can read another one there later, you will not follow it. So Milton is about to speak. You hear the rhetorical difference, all right, between the board members and the executive guys. Okay, you're going to hear Mr. Milton's speech will be cordial, it will be friendly, it will be professional, as opposed to what Slebby just said and telling the elders, "Yo, go back." You know, listen to Mr. Milton Shibwe.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to the elders for the recommendations that have been put forward to the board, both the board and the executive, or the former executive. However, there's a recommendation. I think the board going to look at the recommendations, and then our chairman is on the line. We're going to call a meeting, and the board going to discuss the recommendations. We cannot just say administration or the board. So, Mr. Chair, Mr. Reverend and all the others that decided to get themselves involved into this, I think the board going to look at these issues and the board going to come up with their own position, taking all of that. That's all I want to say. Again, thank you for your help.
You see how cordial and friendly and professional Milton Shebbehr spoke. You know, he acknowledged first of all the efforts of the elders, and he said, you know what, we can make a call right now. We'll get to our boss man, ESOTERIC. We'll call a meeting so that we can brainstorm. You know, and the man was listening. If you follow closely, the man cited, he repeated what the elder said. So you are paying attention with his mind. Whereas the likes of Strebisine, they were paying attention with their emotions. And that's what Strebisine missed the whole thing. Because Milton's, the elders were clear from the beginning. We are not an investigative body. We are mediators. And these are our recommendations. We are not giving you a verdict. They were clear. But Strebisine said, you go back. You go back and revisit that nonsense. Then Mr. Shekpe'H's, we appreciate you very much. Thanks for putting your time to come and intervene in the process. We'll get to our chairman, and so that we can give a proper thought, and then we'll get back to you. And that's how professional people conduct themselves. You know, so I think Milton got to do a workshop for Strebisine and those guys, you know, so they can learn professional etiquette. You know, the guys don't know what professionalism is. They think being angry, see how eventually, he said eventually, I don't want to go listen to that thing when you talk. Best, you can let a lot of people talk. All of that, how they can operate. When you're talking, you're making sense because the guys are embarrassed by sense. When you make sense, they will call you up. They start making so the people can hear you. Yes. Even the PhD degree holder, once you making sense of the guys, then they'll start making noise. They'll interrupt the whole thing.
What's that?
Yeah, so that's Strebisine. That thing is all with that's your talking. The guys are funny. You're talking. You're going to set an election commission. Why you set on your own? You get a constitution power to do that. Constitutionally, you are not empowered by that, and the constitution does not give you the mandate to set an election commission without the board. I mean, the board approval. Yeah, since October, the way they arrive at the decision is simple. You yourself in North Dakota, you voted that the next convention should go to Florida. That way you voted on. So why you won't come ask the elders how they arrive at a decision when you already know? You were in North Dakota. You voted during the barbecue. I saw you going on Florida side. You said the convention should go to Florida because Casey Wiley is not ready. And now you're telling the elders how you arrive at a decision. The guys are falling. She's not talking about the first thing. Green should not, number one, settle or change the venue of the election of the convention. It is not within his scope. Whether he is covered by the Constitution or not, Green does not have the authority to tell us where convention will be held. The Constitution is clear. The General Assembly decides. The people that are sitting in convention, and that's why we sat in convention last in 2019, and the people agreed that the convention should go to Florida. So whatever you're talking over there is mama jama. You know, you're not making sense. They cry all day. Enough fair. Enough. Is it fair for Green to go in your account and take the money? Is that fair? Why you're not crying about Green going in the account and taking the money unconstitutionally? Is it fair for Green for the board to approve $10,000 for the people in Liberia who are suffering to get COVID relief package and Green kept the money in your pocket? Is it fair to them? Is it fair to KRAH when the people approved $3,000 for her to represent the board of directors during the death of Mabutu? Is it fair for the man to keep the money? Is it fair for Green to go in our account and take $2,500 from there without telling the board? Is that fair? So you guys are crying about justice here, and you are a bundle of injustice.
Okay. Number 7. Yeah. Number 7. Okay. Well, I want to encourage the executive committee. I think the chair has spoken very well.
Darius, the man, he just following what all the other guys doing, just following suit. Charlie, they were all talking Yama thing over there. Was it? She spoke very well. Steppy spoke very well. The bell tell the elders, go sit down, go do your thing again. And the very he spoke very well. That man spoke it was disrespectful to the people. That's not what we call speaking well. When you speak well, you analyze the situation properly without emotion and give cogent and viable points. Yeah, that's what you do. You don't can't tell the people to go sit down and go do your way again. You know, if you say please. Yeah,
I spoke up very well.
Well, that's John what I meant.
Number 6. Okay. Number 13, Reverend Black, number 13. After number 13, put it.
When our apologies are green, they're not looking outside the bars. They're not thinking in our green video bars. You're talking about the people being referee. You never have a problem when they say the guideline that you are quoting now, you won't stay on for COVID-19 to be over. They are the same people that the referee. You never have a problem with that. Now they tell you that let dissolve your unconstitutional electoral commission. And say, you're both for here where you're crying for no reason. Let me see.
I want you to sponsor all the convention that you are playing. But if
Otika, I ain't going to sponsor all the convention. Who planning 2 convention? And that Green? Green get the people money in Florida to go to rent a hall for us to go meet there. Then instead of another election committee, then you say who will pay for it? Hopefully you guys don't go in our account and go steal our money again. It'll be a problem. This one will take you to court. So whatever Bocas convention you are having in Minnesota, you will have to raise your own money. You go in our account, you're going to see a communication from the lawyer. We're not going to joke with you guys here. Green, why you told Green to send it? You the Otika man, you the financial secretary. Didn't you approve the budget? You affixed your signature to that document. And you send it to the treasurer to go withdraw the money along with Green Code GDO so that the people can go ahead and secure the hall in Florida. And you are telling how we pay for it. You should have told Green not to change the venue of the convention in the first place because it is not in keeping with the Constitution. Green does not have the authority to change location. He does not have the right to set up election commission. He does not have the right to set up any ad hoc committee without sending the names first to the board of directors. These are basic things in the Constitution. You're crying here. I think we're here to can't condone your nyama thing and you're talking here.
our financial institution to foster to everything.
Also, Tika not crying. you send letter to our financial institution because we won't go take money there and have our convention. Now you told the bank I won't give all the money. Yeah, the bank wrote the bank because you are irresponsibly using the money. The money wasn't. You are not using the money responsibly. You are using the air responsibly. And so the board of directors, they have the fiduciary responsibility to send a communication to the financial institution so that they can stop all of you from looting our account. That's the right thing to do. We can't look at you until you empty the account before they send communication to the financial institution. The board did the right thing. I would say that Oteka will be quiet. He said he cares for the people inside accounting. And the president said, I want $7,000 for the people back home so they can get help. The board said, okay, sir, we'll give you additional $3,000. We'll make it $10,000. Send the money to the people. Up to now, Green has not sent the money. Oteka didn't say a word. He quiet. That is fine. But they care for the people inside accounting. Now they can't hear the vent. They want to make other people look like boogeyman. No, I will expose you, the boogeyman. You guys are the problem. Not the board of directors.
To say, you guys are wrong. Let us come back to the table to discuss.
Oteka, you are wrong. You are dead wrong. You are dead wrong for you to allow Green to settle election commission without board approval. You are dead wrong to watch Green Geo to change the election, the convention location without saying a word. You are dead wrong. You are dead wrong for Green to settle, how do you call it, election commission without getting the board approval. You are dead wrong. You are dead wrong for not talking when Green took $2,500 from our account and you didn't say a word without board approval. You are dead wrong when you're quiet when Green did not send the $10,000 to the people. You are dead wrong. So I can go on naming stuff. You guys are wrong. You don't have no backing here.
And you come here to last week or today, beating around the bush. Well, whatever. Well, we ourselves.
All the guy wanted to say for the elders, say, "Oh boy, you are wrong," so they can go all over the place and start making noise. The board, they got the elders. Actually, the board for the elders to say the board is wrong, but the elders they were clear from the beginning. We are not an investigative body. We are just mediating. I mean, how clear could this guy be? How is it that you get a master's degree and you can't understand simple elementary and foundational English? I mean, come on. I think I got to open tutorial for these guys, man. The people, they set the premise. They gave you what they're about to do. They were clear. And the elders, they are educated. Those are educators. Some of them, they are professors. And they anticipated all these things that you guys will say, and that's why they gave you their premise. This is here's the position we are coming from. We are not coming as a body that will punish people. No, we are coming as mediator who give our recommendations. You follow them or you don't follow them. That is just basic. And the guys are on the phone and going ballistic on the elders. You tell Lily, she just making allegation. Oh, the elders are calling around. Where's the evidence? Well, I thought she would not give her anything. Let me say that, brother. I said, George, say you're calling people all over. She will get vexed and cover her mouth. But now she making allegation. The elders are calling around and doing. Where is the evidence? Give her the history of the elders, their phone calls, who they call. Give her the audio, something. Why are you making all these allegations? You want us to believe that? No, man, we are not gullible.
Hey, don't go on for yeah, we are targeted very black. Yeah, how could they be someone who will be calling around? And we know this. We got the information.
No, Oteka, you can't say you know this. So I assume you don't have the evidence. You can't. When you say I know, that means you have indubitable evidence. You have incontrovertible evidence, something that somebody cannot doubt. You say you know, but where is the evidence? And you say, you can't say I know. Say I'm guessing. I'm assuming. Then you'll be talking properly. Then Dr. Yopo will agree with you. But you can't talk, I know, but you don't get any evidence.
We know all right now you are pretty up.
You see they're struggling. You are. You see when they're lying, that's what happens. You be struggling what to say, you don't know what to say.
In this situation, when you come here to take on a thing, we are not kids, we know what happened.
The elders, did they take them as kids? They're not saying no word on using the elders' communication as kids, calling somebody children and kids. And I mean, the guys just invent their own thing. Yeah, you know, if you have nothing, you just put in here and there. They have nothing to offer.
If you have told us, yes, you did put your life making a sentence, yes, the boy is wrong.
That's why you want for the elders to say the boy is wrong. But why the guys say the executive is wrong? You see, you go, the guys are so funny. What is it that the board did that's wrong by telling Green that all the words that said every single point in the document say they're over? Now, what you want the people to do? I mean, the people just did that. They just repeated Slavic in the words. They repeated Andusua words. They repeated Robert Tuba words. That's all they did. And you are crying foul. How the guys invented their own language and a different thing, but they didn't do that, and you vex. But guys, I'm off for the day, man. I want to say thank you so much for joining Voices SINOE in the diaspora. You know, we will tell the people the truth when they don't like it. You know, that's how it is. But we got to tell you the truth when you are wrong. We can't. If Green is right, I will be bashing the board of directors, but the board did not do anything wrong. The guys cannot give up one clause in the Constitution that backs them. You know, they just making arbitrary argument. They will say, "Oh, the elders say." Then they come on the side. They say, "Oh, we're not taking the elders' recommendation from the other side." They just all over the place. You know, we don't get time for all that thing you on there. Yeah, you know, you want to go to your Minnesota convention, Green Deal convention, you'll go there. It's so good. You guys made your convention last because after the real convention, then you can go have your party in Green living room and call it convention. You'll see the number of people that will go there. Yeah, you'll see when you come from Florida, you will know for sure how serious it is. The people, that place will be jam-packed from the way we are looking at things right now. A handful of people that will go in just in your living room in Brooklyn Park. The mistake you made, you can at least maybe you have your convention before the real one. Baby. But after the people come from not because they come from Florida on the beach, if you didn't join us, they'll go in Brooklyn. Maybe they'll suppose you'll go eat your meat free. They go they'll go eat your barbecue beer, go. All right, man, we're out for the day.
I'm on